Welcome to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Tonight's game will be Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. Logan thought of a joke for the pre-roll, but he's actually too proud of it and would rather tell the joke once more people are here. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! It's time for some more Dual Destinies here. It's a bit of a ghost town right now, and everybody... Vero is taking a nap, so we gotta be really quiet so we don't wake up Vero. And also, I think Queen Katie is off doing like a Genshin thing or something. So let's go ahead and load up the game here. So last time, where we left off, Pearl had just rejoined the gang, not like a gang on the street this time, it's our gang. I can't remember what we're supposed to do when she's here. Oh, that's right, she has an errand, and we don't know what Pearl's errand is supposed to be, so I guess that's just all we gotta do. We gotta a bunch of things. We gotta investigate the case, go see Athena, search the robotics lab, blah, 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 blah. Let's talk to this adorable little girl who can be possessed by ghosts. Pearl's errand.
Did you read the postscript?
Wait, there's a postscript on the letter? I didn't see one. Pearl, the game made me stop, huh? There's more? Oh yeah, here it is. P.S. Oh, and it's from Maya. So it's, I bet you've been too busy to clean or take care of the office. So Pearly said she would come help you. Isn't she sweet? You better thank her. Which, of course, this is nothing but a pretext. Is that the right word? To get her here. She's obviously going to be channeling a ghost at some point. Why else would we get a medium from the I can't remember what even the crane technique, something like that. I'm guessing that she's probably going to end up channeling the ghost of the victim of the bombing incident, Candace Arms, and she was a witness to this, and that'll somehow give us more info. But let's go along with it. That is just about cleaning up. Yeah. Oh, so that's what you're doing here. Well, that's awfully nice of you, Pearls. Maya and Pearls, thanks to these two, I'm starting to feel a little better. Thank you, girls.
Now that I'm here, I'm going to whip this place into shape. You just concentrate on your work and don't mind me at all.
I'll need to talk to Prosecutor Blackwell if I want to learn more about this case. With the trial still going on, they must be holding him down at the detention center. Yeah, because he's on death row. Oh, you know what, did we present everything? I think we presented everything to her, but we gotta talk to her. Anything else? Aw, hey, what to do, Pearly Pearl?
Has it been a while since you've seen Mystic Maya?
Yes, I don't know why. They were like best friends beforehand, and then they're just suddenly gone. Yes, quite a while. She used to drop by the office sometimes to say hello, but she hasn't been by recently. I wonder what she's been up to these days. Yeah, Phoenix, right? He doesn't check in on his friends. Oh, we finally got a couple of people here. I don't know if the notification is going out. Did you guys receive a notification? I see Diddy here saying, hey, Logan, how you doing? I'm doing all right. A bit lonely. Lonelier than my brand usually is. How you doing? And Gallop, say what case is this? So we're doing Turnabout for tomorrow. So Pearl just came back. So we are, it's basically the same case as last chapter, but a different defendant. So this time, instead of defending Solomon Starbuck, we're defending Athena. Oh, there's Queen Katie. Hi, Queen Katie saying howdy. Queen Katie, thank you for you being here. How did Genshin go? It's weird. I don't know if the alerts went out late, but I was just I was by myself and I missed all of my friends. So good to see people are here now. How are you? Diddy says, I'm good, Logan. I have a bit of a headache. Actually, me too. Before the stream started, I had to take like an ibuprofen, which I mean, thank goodness for modern medicine. So that's fine. Queen Katie said, I got my fave 4-star in the first 10 pull. Heck yeah. Now, okay, now how? I'm curious how this works in gacha games like that. Is your favorite 4-star, is this like a 4-star character that you already knew that was in the story but just wasn't playable yet, and so that's how it was a favorite? Or are these things where they just like come up with characters and they're not really in the story and you pull them and you get them, but you like decide beforehand just based on design? So is it that you've gotten to know the character and you love and appreciate the character as a person? Or is it that you've seen the designs like, oh, the new designs, this one, can't wait to get this one? Because I don't know how that goes. But okay, let's continue here just a little bit. But she hasn't been by recently. I wonder what she's up to these days.
To become a spirit medium worthy of heading the Fae clan, she undergoes rigorous training. But she says she's growing really tired of the vegetarian diet.
Oh, that's right, because in the American localization, she likes her burgers. I'll have to have some burgers delivered to her then. Is it a rule? Are we breaking her rules? Does she have like some type of a vow with her monastery temple place?
Oh, I'm sure she would love that. But to get where she is, the delivery person would have to climb a steep mountain.
I hope she tips them well then, because I'm not delivering myself. I am not that good of friends with Maya. Galp says, oh, you've done the space. Oh, the space case. Yes, I mean, we're still doing it? So we're in the middle of it? I'm trying to think, I mean, this is kind of uncommon that we're having the same murder over multiple chapters, but I'm on board. Any ideas, little Pearly Pearl? Oh yeah, did we find out exactly how old she is now? Because I think she used to be 8, so she's got to be in here now. There she is. 17? Okay, I think somebody last time said that she was about Trucy's age. She is even older than Trucy. Okay, she's just tiny then. She's just a little, I was about to say a little guy. She's a little gal. Well, okay, she's 17. Holy cow. Time flies. Our adopted, not really adopted, but kind of adopted children are growing up. Quick 80 said, also, it felt weird playing Genshin again after like 4 years. Oh, wait, 4 years? So what pulled you back? Is it just wanting this character? Gallup said, I got a 5-star in Genshin last week. Congratulations, Gallup. Nice. I mean, even though I don't particularly prefer like gacha type of games, I still think it's kind of cool that if you play him, if you get the character that you were looking for, that you wanted.
Your hair is nice and spiky today, as always, Mr. Nick.
Thanks. I generally try to look good if I'm going to be in court. I mean, a couple of years ago, he was showing up with facial scruff and a beanie.
Do make it spiky so that the prosecution will feel intimidated.
Huh? No, that's not exactly my intention. It's more of a peacock display to attract their wanton gaze.
Your hairstyle is to make you look bigger and stronger, just like a rooster's comb, right?
That's what Mystic Maya says anyway. She couldn't compare it to something cool like a lion's mane? Okay, so we gotta go somewhere. We apparently are heading to the detention center next, it sounds like. Quick 80 said, there's over 70 characters. Some of these guys aren't in the main story, but Sucrose is my fave because she's like a good support for newbies and free-to-players. When we played it on stream briefly, before we finished, we got her in a draw. She was adorable. The one I always wanted to get, and I always forget her name, it's like Zhao Li or something like that. She's the girl with like the predominantly kind of orange type of colored outfit. I think she has like a little panda buddy. Somebody said she's a cook. That's, I mean, I don't know her as a person, but I think her design is neat. Quick Katie says, got nice. See, got the guide up, also nice. And so last time you said we're about halfway through the investigation. So the goal here tonight is to reach the trial. And but here's the thing though. I was thinking about this earlier. I'm assuming that like we won't be able to have multiple trials in this one either. So like, why are we dividing up into two? Because this one we can't, because today is the eve of Simon Blackwell's execution, right? And so if we do a trial tomorrow and we're going up against Simon Blackwell, and then even if judge says, all right, we're gonna be adjourned for a day. See you tomorrow, Phoenix. Not you, Simon. You'll be dead. So I guess we probably just have like one day to clear his name. Beowulf says, hello, lonely man. How you doing, Beowulf? Beowulf, you have no idea how true that was. It was so lonely. I think the alert went out late today, but it's so good to see all of you. How are you doing, Beowulf?
December 20th, detention center, visitors room.
Well, look who's here. I wonder what they're talking about. Okay, I was assuming it was going to be Blackwell talking to Athena. This doesn't sound like something. Maybe it's maybe it's Fulbright?
Pearl is still so cute. Even with manly deep voice. In other news, in open world crafting games, Logan is like a duck in a boardroom. He doesn't know how he got there and he has no idea what he is doing. And all he can do is lead trolls to his friends' houses.
Oh, there we go. Because for a second that reminded me of the comparison of, I remember there was an old meme on the internet of a turtle up on a post, and you'd always compare it to that type of thing. It's like, don't know how he got there. But apparently also, it has been years since I have led a troll to your house, Rukov. And it only happened once or twice. I think maybe it's time to say, like, maybe that isn't Logan's thing. And maybe it's no longer who Logan is. But yeah, Pearl is adorable. She's just tiny. And she's probably going to be possessed by ghosts a little bit later on. Next time we go back to her, I thought of a joke. And I want you guys to tell me if it's a funny joke or not. But I'll do it later. Okay. But thank you, Rukov. How are you doing? And thank you for the 10 bits. I don't know who this is. I'm going to guess maybe Turnbright. I'm just going to do a normal voice. All this time, you haven't said a word. It's even turning your hair gray. Because his hair. That's not dyed? Also, Blackwell looks weird looking at him straight on. I think this is the first time we've seen him. Okay, so who's. Okay, it's Aura. It's going to be Aura. It's his sister talking to him. Because he has people in his past.
I don't have anything to say.
Oh, it even says Aura. I didn't even look down there, but I figured it out before I read it.
Aura, why don't you go home and play with your dolls?
Prosecutor Blackwell?
Well, even if you don't, I have plenty, you jerk.
Oh, there's a bunch of them sitting around talking. Miss Blackwell, don't you think that's enough for today? Ooh, fingers pushing against each other rhythmically.
Enough for today! Today is all there is when there's no tomorrow.
Well, there is tomorrow. There's just not a day after tomorrow for Blackwell. That's all it is. When there's no tomorrow? What you talk about? Kind of a sassy little cock to the head sprite.
We have company, Aura. Please try to calm down.
All right, fine. I see you're just not going to listen no matter what I say. What we ought to do is say, oh, she's here. This is the perfect opportunity for us to go investigate the robotics lab. That was like the whole... She was the reason why we couldn't. She was the only one in our way. Why are we not breaking and entering into her office? Like good law-abiding attorneys. I've had it. If that's the way you're going to be, I have another plan up my sleeve. I hope you're happy, Simon, because I'm done.
Do as you please. See if I care.
Ugh! Oh. Wow. I could cut the tension with a katana. Hi, Simon.
Right, Dono. It looks like Fulbright saved your case in court this morning.
He's on the side of justice. Now we got music so I can read some more in the chat. Let's see. Quick K decided we're close to some of my fave parts of the case. Nice. It says Pearly 17. I know it's crazy for those who just joined us. We discovered that Pearl is 17. Pearl is older than Trucy. Because Trucy's like 16, right? That is crazy. I mean, I guess it makes sense that, like, it would be weird if Phoenix adopted a daughter who's older than one of his sort of already adopted kids, but it's unexpected. I don't think cartoon characters should be allowed to age, personally, unless you do like a time skip. Sometimes it works out well. I like a Goofy movie. I'm not a big fan of the cartoon show Goof Troop, but I like a Goofy movie. Galp says, I want to share my clip made for that case. Don't know how you got, how I got what? Made for that case, don't know how you got. Well, you can post it in the Discord, over in the Discord server in the Twitch Clips channel. If it's something that I haven't gotten to yet, then obviously spoiler it and let me know. But I'd say post it there. Quick Katie said, teeny baby, our mafia baby. Extemporaneous, says Potato. Extemporaneous. I'm assuming that you saw the glorious statue that Ray sculpted of you. I've never even seen you in person, but I assume it is a stunning likeness, my friend. Okay. What? Oh, yeah, he did. You bounced back to business quick. Prosecutor Black will forgive me, but it was the just thing to do.
But as a result, Sykes Dono was arrested. Was that the just thing to do, too?
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, I'm sorry, but it was evidence. What else could I do? Don't worry about it. I plan to defend her and prove her innocence.
I wouldn't take things so lightly if I were you. Right, Dono. Somehow the front parts of my lip are touching, and these aren't.
This is blade-proof glass, right? Oh, now we can. I don't think we've ever presented stuff to him. Let's show him our attorney's badge.
How can you call yourself a lawyer if you can't even protect your own subordinate?
Ah! Oh, I will get her acquitted, you'll see.
You must be as dense as the hair on your head.
Oh, that's a flattering thing. Thank you, bro.
Do you really think it will be so easy?
I'm more than aware of how hard it's going to be. Thank you very much. Was that related to our attorney's badge specifically? Let's see. Quick Katie said, nah, I just want to replay and refresh my memory on lore stuff. Plus, this will get me to not pull impulsively on my main account. Oh, yeah, you said this was like your alternate from Asia? So do they have like different polls and different events for the Asian servers? Gallup says, I think Pearl was around the same age when we met Mia Fey first time. Wait, what? No. Maybe Maya. But Mia was already like, she was a grown woman through law school when we met her because when we met her the first time was like the end of her life. So maybe Maya. Yeah, because Maya, I think, was around 16, 17, something like that. She still looks younger than Maya did back then. Quick Katie said, and I'm probably saying this wrong, Shang Ling, am I saying it correctly? He says, yeah, she's cool. Peo said, Zhu Li from Legend of Korra. I've only seen the first season of Legend of Korra, so I don't remember. Was that someone we met in the first season? I remember like 3 or 4, maybe 5 characters. My favorite, I'm not big in shipping, okay? But I always thought that in Avatar: The Last Airbender, I loved that episode. I think it was the one. It was Tales of Ba Sing Se, where they had like all the short different stories. It was the one everybody always remembers because like Iroh had the bit where he sings the song at the grave of his son, and it's really, really touching. But I love the bit where there's the Earth Kingdom girl who asks Zuko out on a date. Well, I can't remember her name. It was like, I don't remember. I don't remember her name, but she was adorable. And instead, he ended up with, wasn't it Mai? And like, no, go back to the Earth Kingdom girl. Or if you're not going to, then allow me to enter that universe and then meet that Earth Kingdom girl. 'Cause she was cute, and she was so sweet and nice. She would have been wonderful for Zuko. Okay, let's go through and present everything else to this guy. So, what do you think? Looks like it wasn't important enough to warrant a contemptuous humph. Okay, so that's what he says when he has nothing to say. Gotcha. So we're just gonna zip through everything. Bloody knife? No contemptuous humphs. He's probably sad because he's gonna die tomorrow. I mean, I'd be sad if I was gonna die tomorrow, so I think that's a pretty reasonable response. I don't blame him for it. Okay, we should be getting close toward the end of the evidence. I think we got like maybe 3 or 4 on the next page is all. Yeah. No. Lighter. Still nothing? I guess we gotta talk to him before we can just show him things. What about phony Fanty? Oh, darn it. Okay, I guess we just gotta talk to him. Talk!
7 years ago.
See, Queen Katie said, yeah, we're halfway into the investigation, which boggles my mind. I mean, I can obviously know most people don't take nearly as long as I do to play these games, but I still feel like these are long games. Gallup says, I've been playing from October 2022, like, consistently since then. That's kind of a long time. But I mean, I feel like you also play other games like Honkai Star Rail, And what's the other one? Reverse 1999. Quickity says, ooh, Coolio. I says, enter button. Why? I hate this. Wait, hitting enter too soon? Or this part of the case?
7 years ago.
Prosecutor Blackwell, we're looking into the case from 7 years ago. You're looking for somebody you call the Phantom of 7 years past, aren't you? Why not just call him the real killer? Then people don't have to get confused.
You villain. Where did you hear about that?
Yeah, that's right. Because we help you, we're a villain. This glass is absolutely, positively blade-proof, right? Oh. No, it wasn't me. I didn't say this. Fulbright. Fulbright. You're not allowed to lie. Lying is an unjust thing to do. Oops. Ouch. At least it wasn't my fault. Huh? Could you tell me who this Phantom... dude, if he knew who the Phantom was! Do you think that he... Hang on. Oh, hang on. I'm getting like a notification for something on my phone. I just gotta check this out real quick, make sure it's nothing important. Okay, sorry. I just had... It looked like it might have been something important. Okay, anyway. And also, you didn't really kill Dr. Sykes, did you?
Guard, the guest is leaving.
Prosecutor Blackwell, please listen to me. The culprit in the current case might be the same as the one in the case 7 years ago. If you would cooperate, we could probably solve both cases.
I suppose I could talk.
What is his motivation for being so reluctant? I mean, I love it when, like, we team up with the bad guy, or at least the antagonist. Well, why does he not want our help?
The one who killed my mentor was, without question, me. I stole Psych Dono's mother away from her. I destroyed her life.
And that was the word choice. He stole her mother. He destroyed her life. He's not confessed to murder. This is gonna be like when we were playing Ghost Trick and Jowd is all like, I killed that man that day. And it turns out a meteorite struck the guy. It's not cool. Quick Katie said, yeah, I'm a blackjack attorney. It says Fulbright colon, no, ooh, woo, don't fight, ooh, woo. Quick Katie said, not me thinking that Trucy and her dad Trucy and her dad were doing, sorry, not me thinking what Trucy and her dad were doing during Justice in All era. Wait, which one was that? Was that the second? Trucy would have been like a tiny little kid at that point, right? Doing magic and stuff like that. Oh, and Tiff is here, the Hydra command. Tiff, hi. I haven't seen you say anything in the chat, so hi from, I'm assuming, off lurking, but I appreciate you watching out for me to make sure my cells have proper hydration. But yeah, so I think it was first Phoenix, right? Then Justice for All was second, right? Because Trials and Tribulation was third. So that would have been the Franziska trial. Wait,
The only way Logan could murder is while he is doing improv and he killed a joke. But what are the chances of that?
Yeah, what are the chances I'd say something funny? Man, yesterday was tough. So you may have noticed. Oh, there's another TTS?
Pretty good. That is the answer.
Oh, well, thank you, Ruka, for the vote of confidence and the 10 bits. Oh, okay, I saw a TTS. I heard that the TTS, if it doesn't come in, I might have just to find it and read it, but thank you, whoever did the TTS.
What happened? Why is Black Quill in jail? Also, I'm melting. It's 41 degrees, 105.8 Fahrenheit, but it's 10 a.m. not like this.
Oh my gosh, and okay, Crystal, thank you for the TTS. First of all, Blackwell has been in jail the whole time, because remember, I know that some of you find him attractive, but you need to remember, people like Blackwell do have red flags. He is a convicted murderer, although we're gonna find out that he's innocent. But yeah, so we need to talk to him, and this is the only place we can talk to him. Even though he apparently roams free to investigate and prosecute and stuff like. Well, I guess he doesn't investigate. Fulbright does. But more importantly, Crystal, like I said on Discord, do not melt. Crystals are meant to be preserved and kept in a solid state. You're not allowed to be liquid. But holy cow, 105 at 10 a.m.? Crystal, please take care of yourself. Hydrate. I'll start like Start like pouring some of my water into the webcam to make sure that you're getting enough to drink. But other than that, are you okay? Are you okay, Crystal? It's so good to see you. Welcome. Thank you again, Ruka, for the 20 bits. But yeah, yesterday was so tiring because remember at the beginning of the month, I had understudied opening weekend for a play. Well, they ended up having to bring me back for closing night as well, which was yesterday, which had a matinee and then a performance in the evening and then improv after that.
The best thing about Logan is that he advertises most of his red flags.
I figure, okay, so here's the thing. When you're, I assume most people, when you're young, I think there's this temptation to be like, I need to trick the person that I have a crush on into thinking I'm better than I am, so this person will like me, so when this person discovers my red flags, he or she will be more forgiving of them. When I'm more of like, you know what, this is me up front. You're gonna find this stuff out later eventually. Might as well be honest with it now. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. But yeah, so I was saying, like yesterday, I was performing for like 11 hours, almost non-stop. I mean, not non-stop, wasn't on stage the whole time. But oh boy, it was tiring. All right, let's play a little bit and then I will read some more in the chat. Prosecutor Blackwill.
Guard, where are you?
He's the other direction. Like literally, if you turn your head the other way, he's that way, on that side of you.
Stop dragging your feet, I tell you.
Well, he said he was gonna talk. I thought he said he was gonna talk. Did I misread it?
There he goes.
No! We've upset Prosecutor Blackwill! Now what are we gonna do, Mr. Lawyer? There isn't much we can do. Detective Fulbright? You mind if I ask you just a little more about that old case? Question for you guys. Am I the only person who really likes it? I love it on sprites when you have like this type of thing with a mouth kind of going out all cartoony and you have teeth marks, but they're asymmetrical. It's like only on one side. I don't know why, but I think that is a fun and delightful thing. Well, I guess it won't make any difference now. What would you like to know? Hey, Bubba. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Exterminator says, random Transformers check. Wing Blazer. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's got to be another one of the comics only characters because that is not ringing a bell with any action figure. I bet it's probably like a character who appeared in like one issue of a comic. So that's going to be my guess on him. So I don't have any Wing Blazer action figure to show off to you, Extemporaneous. My apologies. Quick Kitty said, nah, it's all the same worldwide, just a different server. I'd assume Asia is a little early though, maybe. He said, yeah, Iroh, my poor man, and the Zuko date too. I can't even remember what the last one, I think, wasn't one of the other stories like about Sokka like learning to play a musical instrument and impress girls. I vaguely recall, wasn't there something about, okay, get the monkey. Which one was, there was Appa and Momo. Momo was the monkey, right? I feel like Momo got into a fight. It's been so long since I've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender. Quick Katie said, I've been doing Genshin since 2020, so a long while, all so many memories. Said, second game, yeah, she's only a year younger than Pearl. I know, but it's still like amazing. I'm not used to characters actually aging, but I should remember, this is anime. Anime characters do age. There's gonna be eventually a game where people are gonna be like, yeah, Phoenix Wright, oh, he's not here anymore. He just died. Of what? Old age. He just aged out. All right, so is there anything new that we can present to him? First of all, we can present this. Something for the lost and found. Okay, that's what he says when he has nothing to say. And then this, and then, no, we've already showed everything else. So let's talk to him. The trial 7 years ago. Oh yeah, why didn't we just talk to Fulbright? Or why are we not just like looking up trial? I mean, all of this stuff should be public record, right? Do you know anything about the trial that got him convicted? A little?
Wing Blazer is a Decepticon, and possibly a Predator, from the 2005 IDW portion of the Generation 1 continuity family. Wing Blazer was one of the countless Decepticons held prisoner on Garrus 9 until a security breach set him and his brethren free. Google has the...
Okay, it says Google has the answer. So, Extemporaneous, what that means is, if you recall on our Just Chatting stream, I gave some comic book storyline recommendations, and one of them was a Transformers storyline called Last Stand of the Wreckers. That event that he's talking about, the thing on Garrus 9, which is a prison planet, is the storyline from that. So he would have been just one of like the tons of Decepticons all over there. And the fact that it says possibly a Predator, because the Predators were also on there as well. Not all of them survived that storyline, sadly, because I like the Decepticon Predators. It's now, I think, a bad sounding name. You don't want like to say, I'm a fan of Predators, but their toys originally came out in like the early 90s, early to mid 90s. So it was a different time back then. So there we go. And thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. The police call the incident the UR1 incident. Oh, great. So we just like we had DL6, we have UR1. Did we ever figure out what DL in DL6 stood for? In fact, I'm going to Google that since Rukov says Google has all the answers. DL6 incident. What is DL6? Oh, was it because DL? No, what does it stand for? DL. What does it stand for? Well, if anybody here knows what the DL and DL6, because maybe that'll give us a hint as to what the UR stands for. And are we gonna hear UR1 now over and over again? Prosecutor Blackwell was charged with murdering his psychology mentor. Kind of like if your red Mr. Lawyer were to kill you. Oh, Apollo. For a second, I thought he was talking about Edgeworth. I forget. Apollo suddenly leaves and he's just gone. Usually, if you don't say a character's name, it's Edgeworth. Unless we're playing as Edgeworth. Then if you don't say a character's name, it's Phoenix. I don't want to think about that one. Although I guess Edgeworth isn't like a full-on red. It's more of it's almost like a purplish hue to it. There were 2 decisive pieces of evidence, so a verdict was reached very quickly. 2 pieces of evidence, huh? That would have been a nice small court record. What were they? Let's see. The first was some security camera footage. He was the only one who used the corridor to the murder scene at the time of the crime. The only one, huh? Ouch, that does sound pretty decisive. Could you show me that footage? Oh, please. Please have a blue badger in the foreground of this footage dancing around blocking our view like Austin Powers. Quick Kitty said, so yeah, magic, I guess. And there's where Crystal came in. Crystal saying, all right, I forgot, he's a criminal. I'm just used to him being in court laughing. Well, and also, I feel like this community sometimes overlooks the crimes of the men and women that our community members simp after. So, it's par for the course. Crystal says, I'm doing great. Okay, good. But again, do take care of yourself in the heat. Do we need to like raise funds to get you like a full-on air conditioner? I want to make sure that you're okay. Oh, there's Tiff saying, it's actually saying something, not just the hydrate command, saying he may be a red flag, but if I put on yellow tinted glasses, it turned into an orange flag, and orange is my favorite color. Is that a quote for something? That sounds like a quote from something. Because I was gonna say, as I've mentioned before, Tiff, orange is my favorite color as well. So, I was gonna ask if that's why that I have such bad luck with dating, but I feel like most of my bad luck with dating isn't because of an inability to see red flags. One time it was. One time it definitely was.
TTS
Logan has no room to talk as he is very into robots who are down to destroy the world.
I heard down to destroy the world at the end. No, if you guys, please don't. Let me read those too. Crystal TTS said, but he's hot, Logan. Blackwell is handsome. I mean, is that all it takes? If you're hot, does that forgive a multitude of red flags? Thank you for the TTS. And Rukovs said Logan has no room to talk. Okay, listen to this one.
No, I made that up. Unless I accidentally quoted something.
Okay, in that case, that's a good quote. Because it sounded like professionally written and sculpted. Oh, Weedle! Re-up in a sub!
Puppy Kicker stink not eating enough dip man stinky and Puppy Kicker and 9 plus 10 months, wow.
Okay, first of all, Weedle, thank you so much for re-up in the sub. And, oh, I see what you did, 9 plus 10 months, because it's 21. Was it Guru who did that? Who was it that originally did the 9 plus 10 is 21? Where did that meme come from? But okay, I gotta thank everybody for things. Rukov was saying, Logan has no room to talk. He's very into robots who are down to destroy the world. Is that really a red flag? We don't know what world they're going to destroy. And the Autobots are trying to protect it. But thank you, Rukov and Tiff, for the 10 bits each. Weedle, thank you for re-up on the sub. Also, Weedle, I'm gonna apologize. You might be disappointed. We had our closing night and our cast party for the play I understudied for. And there were a lot of kids in that show. And so I was gonna take a bunch of the fun dip packs over there and give them to all the kids. I forgot to, so I still have well over 40 packs of Fun Dip. And, yes, I need to do something about that. But thank you so much again for re-upping the sub. Appreciate that. That is well over 2 subscription babies. Okay, so, we gotta see the footage. Can you show me the footage? Oh, sorry, I don't have it with me right now. Okay, I'm gonna guess that makes sense. I wouldn't just carry around random videotapes of footage in my pocket. I guess I'll have to see it some other time, probably the trial or something. 7-year-old video added to the court record. The video showing the corridor to the crime scene. Blackwell was the only one to pass through at the time of the crime. Although basically it's like, it's a video. Here's what it probably shows. I don't know. And what was the second piece of evidence? Ha! This one's even more incriminating! A photo of the moment of the crime! That I do carry with me. It's in my wallet. I don't have children, so I like to look longingly at this. And this is not the moment of the crime. This is the moment after. And who's that wrapped up? That better not be Ponko. Is that Ponko? Because Ponko in the group. Oh no, that better not be Ponko. Hang on. In the photograph that we have, where's the photo? Is it here? Ponko is. Oh, that's her arm. So is she? Oh, it's Ponko's severed arm. You monster! Never mind, Blackwell must die. Wait, whichever Blackwell, probably Aura Blackwell did that. That's poor Ponko's appendage. Also, what's up with the intricate design on this window? Wonder if that's gonna be important for something. So this is the robotics lab we were in before, right? See, there he is at the crime scene, holding a bloody katana. It was the victims, kept on display in the room. She had a thing for Japanese culture. Wow! It'd be hard to explain this one away. No, it's easy. I came in, saw it, saw the sword, and picked it up. And who took this photo? Who snapped the photo? Is this, if it's security camera footage, there should be video of this. Oh, this is through a window. Wait, but again, who's outside the window and took this photograph? Because, I just realized, if you look here, there's a framed window here. Oh, and a pole just appeared. Oh, it's been a while since we have had one of these poles. What do you think Fulbright smells like? Says Axe, not the spray. Hairspray, fresh donuts, flowers, Rukov going to bed. I'm not voting for Rukov going to bed. I'm voting for fresh donuts. Because I bet that he brings them in the morning just to cheer up his coworkers. He's that type of a guy. I like that Fulbright. Crystal says to Tiff, red? What red? We see no red. Rukov says one person's red flag is what another person might not know yet is looking for. Okay, and that is true. I do think there are probably some universal red flags out there. But that is definitely true. Tiff says Crystal, exactly. Crystal says, also, hello there, Queen Katie. Queen Katie says, hey, Crystal. Crystal says, congrats on getting sucrose. Queen Katie says, thank you. Extremity says, not me, thinking you were talking about the chem name for sugar for a second. Wait.
TTS, huh? It's actually been a while since I've done this. Who?
Ah! Crystal, is Blackwell not emo enough? Is he not a hot emo boy enough for you to not do that? And I was sympathizing with you for melting, Crystal. Thank you very much for the TTS. I appreciate it. And wait, Extremity, what's the chemical name for sugar? Because I know the chemical name for salt is NaCl because it's sodium chloride. Na for sodium, Cl for chloride. What is it for sugar? I don't know if I know it for sugar, to be honest. I just assume it's that sugar's on the periodic table. Sugaronium. Crystal laughing at Extemporaneous and says, I mean, understandable. Extemporaneous says, what is Gen 1? Okay, so with Transformers, what it is, the Transformers series, and it goes along, whatever. Then around 1993, 94, one of those 2 years, can't remember which, the brand had kind of died out and they stopped making toys. And
TTS, correct me if I am wrong, but I think it's C6H1206.
Ah, oh, it's Wendy! How you doing, Wendy? I'm gonna copy that down. Let's find out. Wendy, this is your final. If this is correct, you pass your final. So let's see, what is this? It is a 6 structure. It's glucose, a 6 carbon structure with chemical formula C6H1206. You got it, because glucose is sugar. Yeah. There you go, Wendy. You pass. If any of your teachers give you a hard time with any of your finals, just tell them that I said you pass all the classes. because of that. So congratulations. Anyway, oh yeah, so extemporates, like I was explaining. So with Transformers, the line kind of died out. Oh, and with Fresh Donuts has won for what Fulbright smells like, with 52% of the vote, with Queen Katie contributing 6 channel points. Anyway, so take 3. So extemporates, around 93, 94-ish, somewhere in that area, the Transformers toy line had died down, and they relaunched it under the new branding Transformers Generation 2. I don't know why they chose that name, but they did. And so then after that, in order to distinguish whether talking about that or previous stuff, the everything prior to that was kind of retroactively dubbed Generation 1, or G1 for short. And that's just ever since has been the name for the original Transformers up to the kind of early to mid 90s when G2 or Generation 2 came out. And not everything, there's no like Generation 3 or 4, because then after G2 there's Beast Wars and they all have different names after that, huh?
I am going to bed FR though.
For real, Rukov? We'll miss you, but thank you for being here. And for like having some fun with us for the first little bit. And by the way, thank you all for being here. I was really worried because again, I don't know if it was that the announcement notification didn't go out in a timely manner, but I was kind of alone for a little bit at the beginning. But Rukov, get some sleep. I'm sure you have work early tomorrow. Sleep well. If you can't sleep, as always, feel free to come back. You're awesome. Sleep well. Good night. Bye. And I don't know how long it'll be before Vero gets here. I don't know if you saw on Discord, but Vero was taking a nap before the stream and is probably still asleep. And I considered pinging Vero on Discord, but I don't want to wake someone who needs the sleep. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Okay, so again, I'm assuming we're gonna find out who it was that took this photograph through the window. Maybe it was Clay Terran who took the picture. I mean, this is up on the 4th floor, so someone would have to be high up. I'm gonna guess either Clay Terran or Solomon Starbuck. And maybe this is from an angle over like in one of the launch pad areas with like a big zoom lens. And so maybe Aura murdered Clay as revenge for getting her brother arrested or something like that.
Katana added to the court record.
No, don't just add the katana, add the photo.
The weapon used in the murder 7 years ago. It belonged to the victim. The victim's blood was found only on the blade.
Oh, so is that gonna be important that it's not on the hand grippy thing? What's I know the hilt is like this thing. What's the handle? Oh, here we go. Thank you, Phoenix. But who took this picture, detective? The incident happened the day before the Hat One launch. A reporter who had come to do a story on the launch was in the room across from the lab. Please don't be Lotta Hart. This just happened to show up on one of the pictures he took. Oh, there we go. So it's not Lotta Hart. Could be Spark Brushel, though.
Photo of the crime added to the court record.
Taken inadvertently, it became conclusive evidence at Simon Blackwell's trial 7 years ago. Prosecutor Blackwell's attitude earlier was so odd. He's definitely hiding something. Prosecutor Blackwell said he was hunting a phantom from 7 years ago, didn't he? Oh, yes, and I imagine it's getting more and more urgent as his execution date don't even say approaches, it's tomorrow, right? What did you just say? Execution. How is Phoenix this dumb? What else are they talking? Yes, it's tomorrow. What did I say something? Never mind me, you didn't hear a thing. And why are you acting like this is a secret? I don't even know. I don't even know. Quick Katie said, "Oh, you're not wrong." Somebody says, "I'm not." Quick Katie said, "That's what she is named after." Wait. What did somebody say? Who is named after the what? How? Sucrose being named after the sugar. After sucrose.
TTS, why is it always 7 years ago?
Because I don't know, but it is consistent. And what's worse, Wendy, is that not only that, but you remember how the whole thing with Edgeworth's past and his dad dying in the elevator, that was the DL6 incident. Well, this has a code as well, the UR1 incident. And like I was saying before, I still can't remember what the DL and DL6 incident stood for. I want to try and figure out what UR1 stands for. But yeah, it's always 7 years ago. DL6, the whole thing with Phoenix losing his but maybe at this point is probably like an inside joke with like the devs, but it makes you wonder, it's like, why does everybody wait 7 years to do anything about stuff? Why wait 7 years? Is it like after a few years have passed, like, it's been 5 years. Well, you know, at this point, we've waited a few years. Might as well wait till we hit a round 7 execution date. Let's see. Exterminatus was saying, must be so sweet to get named after sugar. I mean, I guess that's true, but I feel like with humans, names don't necessarily have as much to do with personality, because I think when you've just freshly like popped right out of a lady, then you haven't displayed a personality yet. Maybe I'm mistaken. Or maybe the baby is just like physically sweet, like tastes sweet. Like Sucrose was born and the parents are like, should we eat this baby? No. But hang on, but this baby is sweet. Okay, Sucrose is the baby's name. So that's probably what happened. Queen K said, so very sweet. Exterminator says, what is the acronym / abbreviation for Transformers? TF, TT, TR? It is TF. So like T for transform, F for formers. So yep, so like Transformers the movie from 1986 would be TF:TM for Transformers the movie. Crystal says, Queen Katie, love how their names are lovely and sweet. Then there's the Archon, am I saying it right? The Archon. Having demon names. And Queen Katie says, Maroon, lol, yeah. Okay, let's play some more. So, he was given the death sentence. Yes, he told me not to tell you people, actually. He doesn't get to decide that. If you're gonna be executed, the judge or whoever doesn't say, hey, death row inmate, do you want other people to know about this? We can keep it hush-hush if you'd prefer. But I guess there's no sense in hiding it anymore. His execution date is tomorrow. What? Tomorrow? No. Again, we already knew this. Ms. Blackwill, don't you think that's enough for today? Enough for today? Today is all there is when there's no tomorrow. But again, she's wrong. There's like at least half a day tomorrow, unless they do it like first thing in the morning. But it'll be after the trial, obviously. So we got until at least like 11 a.m. But what if the culprit of the case is the same as the one from 7 years ago? Oh, then it would be the worst possible scenario. Prosecutor Blackwill would be executed tomorrow under a false charge. But that would be unthinkable. We have to do something right now. No, I want to do something. I want to, but you're a lawyer. You know how hard it is to overturn a decision. I know, but why? Why isn't Prosecutor Blackwill putting up any kind of a fight? You saw how he was, right? He's been like that ever since his conviction. Wait, so he wasn't all moody and emo before then? Maybe he was bright and cheery and colorful. Let's see, gotta read some more. Queen Katie said, that's his crime, being hot. See, that's why that reporter was taking a picture. It was just like, ooh, hot person through the window. Click, 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 click. What? Blood on the katana. Exterminator says, what AA character does Logan look like the most? I think early on, somebody had said I looked like Larry Butts, which I don't know how to take that, to be totally honest. Yeah, don't know what to think about that. Crystal laughing, Queen Katie said, why does TTS keep doing this? Because the free TTS is basically a bot that I downloaded the code for and run off of my computer, and it's just kind of crappy like that. I apologize. There's Wendy saying, hi, gamers. Immediately entering lurk, but oh crap, Wendy's immediately lurk. I mean, that's good that whatever you're doing, I thank you for the lurk, but it's more fun to have you here because this event in Project Sakai ends in less than 2 hours. I'm trying to stay in the top 1,000, so lurk time. Hope you're all doing well. Kick some butt, Wendy. So less than 2 hours. So that means that before the stream is done, you'll know. Wait, no. Do you get your ranking? You'll be able to tell us where you were at the end of it. So keep us updated. Kick some butt, Wendy. If you can hear this from the lurk, kick some butt. And there's a lurk. Thank you for the lurk. Crystal says, why does TTS want to speak the same time as Bits TTS? Because they have a friendly rivalry going on. They are like, those two TTS girls are like Phoenix Wright and Edgeworth. They compete against each other, and sometimes when no one's looking, they kiss. Totally uncooperative. Not even his own sister could persuade him. Uncooperative? When he's about to be executed for a crime he didn't commit? Okay, so I was about to say maybe he knows who the real killer was and he would rather take the bullet for that killer because he cares about the killer. But then again, it sounds like he has been trying to figure out who this Phantom from 7 years ago is based on this case. The way that he was acting, that he was actually, no nonsense, going after Solomon Starbuck, thinking that he could have been the killer back then. So it seems that he wants to clear his name. But I also wouldn't doubt it if it's gonna be one of these things where he came across the crime scene and like dipped the katana in the blood himself to incriminate himself. I don't know. Or like maybe Aura Blackwell was at the scene of the crime and he was like, the evidence would point to you. I know you're innocent, but I will take the false conviction to keep you out of jail while we look for the real killer. But who else could the killer be? It's either got to be Clay Terran or a Blackwell. What if the killer actually is Athena Sykes? What if she, as a little girl, killed her own mom and she's evil? She's like a Damien. What's that Omen? The movies where it's like about the Antichrist little baby, and maybe that's her. I mean, except that we've already had to defend a guilty client before, but it's never been our assistant. Our assistant has never betrayed us. So maybe this isn't right. I can't let it happen. I have to stop it somehow. Oh, that's not mine because I got Silver Samurai ringtone, right? Oh, pardon me. Looks like I have a phone call. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let this ring. I want to see if it rings 7 times, if it'll go to voicemail. That's number 4. Okay, 5 and 6. And here comes lucky number 7. Oh, it's still going. I don't have voicemail. Beep. Fulbright here. Oh, they don't have a telephone sprite form. What? What's happening? You've got to be kidding. It's quite a reaction. I bet he's making some big show of it right now. Let me guess. Aura Blackwell. She's probably going on like a murder spree to take revenge for her brother getting executed tomorrow. Mr. Lawyer, the robots! No, Ponko better be okay. The robots are, I mean, maybe they're like revolting, maybe they're attacking people. If they're killing, it's fine. Because if Ponko murders somebody, Ponko's still fine, and she can blame it on Klonko. We will defend her, we'll frame Klonko. Please be okay, Ponko, you're the only one I care about anymore. Detective Fulbright, get a hold of yourself! Some kind of robot malfunction? Not a malfunction! They're staging a revolt! The machines are rebelling against humans! They've holed themselves up in the Space Center and taken the visitors as hostages! Okay. You know what? They've probably got a good reason. Ponko... you know what? Can we go and can we negotiate with Ponko? I'll go in. I, Phoenix Wright, will give myself over to Ponko to let the hostages free. And I will seduce her and convince her to release the hostages. They did what? Actually, I hope it's the giant robot that Aura Blackwell was built. Oh, wouldn't that be cool to see like in the fully rendered 3D moving around if this was still on 3DS? No. Trucy! Oh, that's right. I forgot his daughter is... Well, as we just learned, Maya and Pearl do still exist, so if Trucy dies, Phoenix has 2 backups. And they channel ghosts, so anytime he wants to like spend time with Trucy, it's like, hey, Maya, Pearl, just channel Trucy's ghost. Hey, Trucy, wanna do a magic trick? I mean, death really isn't anything more than a minor inconvenience when you got those medium channelers here. We have to get right over there! This is going to be one heck of a battle! I hope it suddenly turns like an actual fighting minigame here. Whoa! Oh, this is the same hubbub at the trial! Hubbub, why is that robot holding the hostages so sexy? Let's see, Except Renee says, you got this! Crystal says, Weedle, hi. Weedle says, hi, just pop it in. Need to up my sub. Bye, I'll probably come back later. Okay, so you're probably already gone, but hopefully we'll see you when you get back, Weedle. Thank you so much for re-upping a sub. Crystal says, bye, Weedle. Quick Katie said, isn't that the video footage law? The sword thing? Except, yeah, because then it just would have been in the, because the video footage only saw the corridor. It says, don't make me think it smells. Today's church was so bad for my nose? Really? Oh, was there like a kid with a baby, with a dirty diaper or something like that? Crystal with the emos laughing. There's Wendy saying, oh yeah, straight from my memory trust. Oh, that was you didn't even look that up? That is impressive that you had the molecular structure of sugar. Okay, we should probably get rid of this hubbub here. December 20th, Cosmos Space Center entrance. The riot police are here. Then the robots really are holding people hostage. Huh? Look, Mr. Lawyer, what do you suppose that group of people are swarmed around? I love how Fulbright is like our sidekick now. Oh, what was that? Oh, Anonymous just gifted a sub to Queen Katie. Congratulations, Queen Katie. Oh, that reminds me. I need to check to make sure the Discord is still currently synced up with our subs here, because I think Beowulf was saying that he's still able to post in the Hey Hey channel, even though his subscription expired. So thank you, Anonymous, for gifting that sub to Queen Katie. So Queen Katie, whenever that kicks in, I think it sometimes like takes a little bit. You'll have full use of our tier 1 emotes. And assuming it's synced up, access, once again, to our Hey Hey channel. But like I was saying, I love that Fulbright is like our sidekick now. But, oh crap, Klonko's out here, no. Does that mean Ponko really is? Because we can't frame Klonko if he's out here instead of inside with the hostages. But I was only trying to help this nice person. She said she was lost. Okay, who can he be talking about? Oh, maybe Trucy? Because Trucy is nice and probably gets lost. Okay, I'm gonna hold out hope that it's not Ponko or Klonko, that it is the giant robot that we saw in Aura's lab.
You robots have declared war on us humans. You've even taken hostages already.
Wait, what? Oh, and Anonymous just gifted a sub to Beowulf. Thank you, Anonymous, for 2 gifted subs. That is so nice of you. I don't know. Okay, it's Anonymous, so I don't know who that was, but thank you. It is so nice of you. Let me read a few more comments while I continue to be very worried about dear beloved Ponko. Crystal laughing, we get says nice, pat. And there are the results of the poll, once again with Fresh Donuts winning with 52% of the vote. Tiff says, yeah, go Wendy. When he says me when I cook. Exterior says, good night, Rukov. Crystal says, good night, Rukov. Queen Katie said, good night, Rukov, sleep well. Exterior says, Fulbright probably smells like Logan. Okay, I don't really know what I would smell normally like. I don't know what my normal smell is like. I mean, I make sure to bathe on a regular basis, so I don't think I've got like a bad smell. I bet I probably just smell like Irish Spring soap, because that's what I use to bathe. So if you like the smell of Irish Spring soap, then yeah. Extermin says hilt. I think isn't the hilt that's like, or is that the guard? And then the end of the handle is the pommel, right? It says, oh, learned something new today. Did not know there was a difference between hilt and handle. Extermin says Logan hates Lotta. Confirmed. I am not a fan of Lotta Heart, actually. Crystal says, the more we know. Extermin says, that is Ace Attorney required. Oh, the 7 years ago thing says nothing is allowed to happen until at least 7 years at minimum. Grrr. So it's gonna be like 7 years before Edgeworth returns. So wait, no, except he's been gone over 7 years. Because he left after Trials and Tribulations. I think it was the last time we saw him, and he had Edgeworth Investigations. And so he can come back and say that he had some horrible, tragic thing happen 7 years ago, because he's been gone for that long, right? I think. Crystal says because the accident 7 years ago, /J, when he said Ace Attorney be like, that incident with your mom 7 years ago. Crystal laughing. Okay, let's play a bit more. Oh, what was to stay away from it? You never know what it'll do. Oh, it's gotta be Trucy. But he's not a bad robot. Can't you see he's just trying to help me? I recognize their voice. Detective Fulbright, are you okay on your own from here? Oh, Anonymous gifted another sub. I don't know. It's Crystal. When I looked over, Crystal's current username is so long. It was broken in two, and I just saw the second line, which just said, I'm bonkers. Because it was the Haj Ime, the IME, it's the I'm bonkers. So thank you, Anonymous, for gifting 3 subs. I have no idea who you are out there, but you are the hero Gotham deserves. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. So Crystal, enjoy your emotes and your access to the Hey Hey channel. That makes me happy. I love it when people have subscriptions. I need to come up with better subscription benefits as like a reward for people. I want people to really feel like having the subscription is worth it, you know? Leave it to me. All right, people, what's going on here? Oh, it's Pearl. Pearl's over here.
Oh, Mr. Nick, there you are. I heard the terrible news, and I got so worried.
Okay, so I thought of a joke earlier I wanted to share with you guys about Pearl and Maya Fey. So here's the thing. Since Pearl is back, that means that she's probably going to channel a ghost at some point, and it will probably be used as evidence in court, right? And as we've learned, like, that is admissible. The judge has accepted ghost possession as admissible evidence in court before. Now, you might wonder, why is that allowed? And I realized why that's allowed. It's like the old saying, possession is 9/10 of the law. The finger gun? I feel like that joke is undermined by the really dramatic music that's going on here. But I was really proud of that joke.
I heard the terrible news and I got so worried.
Oh, thanks, Pearls. I can hardly believe what's happening myself. I'm so glad you found each other. When people are happy, I am happy. Now that that is completed, excuse me, I'm going to go execute some hostages.
Klonko seems the same as before.
When people are sad, I am happy. That is why I execute hostages. When people are angry, I am happy. When people are despondent, I am happy. When people are down bad, I am happy. Oh, did I say something? Oh, did I error?
Oh, there is something wrong with him.
Klonko's dead. Looks like he fell asleep. This is like in those anime where they have to edit it for like children to be able to watch like early Dragon Ball Z stuff. It's like, he got sent to another dimension. He fell asleep.
For all you parents out there, he's dead. And he is not going to heaven. He was not a godly man. He was a sinner. And did not repent on his deathbed. His death charging station.
It looks like he fell asleep. He must have just been tired. So tuckered out that his heart stopped beating. Hey, ha, ha. Is it gonna be like an evil face that'll appear on the screen now? Klonko, what?
Nah, he didn't die. He got sent to the Shadow Realm.
Yes, another great example of that. Another great example. I always love how in Yu-Gi-Oh! They would do stuff like, I vividly remember one episode, I don't remember what season it was, but there was one where that there was like a duel that was going on, I think it was Yugi or probably Yugi, against somebody else, and they got their legs like these things came out, were holding their legs down, and I think they were called like dark dual discs or something, were like spinning. They're obviously buzzsaws. They were gonna slice off their legs, but they added like a glowy effect to them. It's like, oh, they're magic, and if they touch your legs, you get sent to the Shadow Realm. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Wendy. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you're still able to like pop in, even though you're busy grinding on PJ Sakai and kick some butt. All right, so let's. What?
Klonko did some real bad stuff in his past, so he's going to the Shadow Realm.
I am gonna be honest. Klonko killed a hooker. There's no way of beating around the bush about that. He killed a hooker. And not like in the delightful vehicular homicide way that Shuichi Saihara does it. Klonko, it wasn't to like solve a mystery. He just felt like it. He just like heard it was a good time. And thank you very much, Jorge, for the 10 bits. How are you doing, Jorge? Welcome. How has your weekend been treating you? How are you doing? Okay, so I'm gonna guess like the screen's gonna come on. I hope it's like an evil Klonko. Oh, he's got devil horns! Oh, he's evil! Yay! Okay, but why? Why? The horns are obviously Aura Blackwill's like hair drill horns. Why? Why'd you need that type of brand recognition? Especially if you're gonna try and get away with this, as I presume she is. Like, if you were gonna like program robots to take hostages and you don't want to get caught, you wouldn't make the robots like all suddenly sculpt their face to look exactly like you, or like to have your name appear on them. Ha ha ha, human beings are our enemies. It's time for the machines to take over. Ah, the robots are rebelling.
TTSC8 without YouTube.
Yes, I kind of, I both like that meme about like, oh yeah, trying to eat without YouTube, but it also makes me sad. The idea of like, because that's probably true for like some kids, not being able to eat meals without having YouTube on. But thank you very much for the TTS. I appreciate that, Wendy. But there's still a chance that Ponko...
TTS maybe to distract people from the execution?
Oh, okay, well, that would be a reason to do the hostages. And maybe that's what's gonna be. It's like we're holding the humans hostages. The demands are... And you can even broaden it out, like all executions are gonna be stayed or something like that. So it doesn't sound like it's just... But again, if Aura Blackwell doesn't want to get caught, why make them grow horns that look exactly like her hair? It just seems like a bad idea to me, I think. But thank you very much for the TTS crystal. I appreciate it. And I just hope that if Ponko turns evil as well, I just hope that she has an adorable evil face, and then we can still marry her, okay? That's the deal. Woman, everybody run! Eek!
It's an all-out war! It's the end of the world!
Yeah, because if 2 robots turn evil... Yeah, I assume it's the end of the world. Ha 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 ha! Fools, how could you fall for something so cliche? I'm human too, you idiots. I am just controlling these robots remote. Oh, so it's Aura Blackwell. Why are you telling us this? You could have gotten away with it. What? But it is true that I've taken hostages, so you better not make me mad. Hey, you, hostage number 1, come here. I'll let you talk to them. It's gonna be Trucy. It's gonna be Trucy, right? Oh, we're gonna see Trucy's face? Huh? There's something being displayed on Klonko's face screen. It's the Space Museum. Daddy! Daddy, is that you? I'm gonna get killed. Let me read some more in the chat because I'm still far behind. Xerxes says, would you rather have unlimited wishes or grant unlimited wishes? Okay, well, here's a question just for clarification because I already have my answer. But when you say grant unlimited wishes, is it like a compulsion? Like if somebody wishes something to you, like goes up to you and says, hey, I wish this, you have to grant it? Because I think that'd be really dangerous if you can't at least pick and choose. I would say to have unlimited wishes because then if someone does come to you with a wish, you could always just make that your own wish too. And then you don't have to worry about like compulsion, being tricked and things like that. So yeah, I would say to have, assuming they're not monkey paw wishes, okay? So yes, to have unlimited wishes. Crystal says to Xerxes, probably to have, because I'll get used if I grant wishes. See, that's what I'm saying. Xerxes with a quote, adding quote, said, when you freshly pop right out of a lady, you haven't developed a personality yet. I feel like that is a quote that is true. It is truthful. It is an accurate representation of babies. Xerxes says to Crystal, used yowzers, you'd have to be like a genie in hiding. Oh, and Wendy with a highlighted message saying, it's a theory that the DL in DL6 stands for where it took place, the District Court of Los Angeles. Oh, District Court of Los Angeles. I got it said, but also in the original version of the game, all of its NPCs, 6 of them are lawyers, but you can only interact with 5 of them because the 6th one is dead. The case file concerning his death is titled DL6. Dead Lawyer 6? I mean, I like the District Court of Los Angeles one because that sounds real, and you're like, it's the case number 6. Makes it sound like there's other stuff in the universe. Dead Lawyer 6. Oh my gosh. So what was this? So this was UR1. So it would probably like adjective noun. So, but she was like a psychology person or an astronaut person. Maybe it's U for universe because it's all space. Yeah. I am accepting right now. We're opening this up. Anybody can give suggestions for what UR1 should stand for the UR1 incident where Athena's mom Dawn got killed by someone who's probably not Simon Blackwell. Hang on, I need a sip of water, and then I'm gonna be playing some more here. All right. Daddy, is that you? Trucy, is that you? No, Trucy, are you all right? About 15 robots are holding 12 of us hostage, Daddy. And if all 12 of us each have an apple, and the robots would like to divide those apples equally amongst themselves, how many pieces would we need to cut the apples up into to make sure that every robot is able to get an equal number of pieces of apple? Daddy! Hurry! Hurry, it's important! They've got haywire! A researcher is the one behind it. She's here. I'm dead, Daddy. Now we only have to divide up 11 apples. Because as I'm dying, I'm gonna eat my last one. Dead. This girl talks too much. Trucy, talk to me!
Why are you doing this? Why, Phoenix? Why, Mr. Nick, are you caring about a child that is not Mystic Maya or myself? I thought we were special.
I'm glad you asked.
TPS certified yapper Trucy.
Yes. You know what? And she should frame that certificate on her wall, like all important documents. I used to have. I remember when I was a kid, I won like a video game tournament at a video place, and I got like a certificate for. I got it framed. I think it's either in my closet or on that shelf over there. I should put it up on the wall. I should be proud of the fact that when I was, let's see, how old would I have been? 12 or 13? I won a video game tournament, that's right. Y'all heard me? My demand is simple. I hope that detective is listening. Bobby Fulbright here, I'm all ears. I want you to bring someone to me. Clay, Terrence, murderer, Athena, Sykes. Oh, so you're not trying to get Simon Blackwell, you just want to kill Athena. Okay. You know, why not? Why not? We got an Apollo, we don't need an Athena. Athena? Now hold on just one moment. I can't just give in to a demand like that. So you don't care what happens to these hostages, huh? I'll just pick one out then. Oh, and what will happen next? Oh, you don't even know. No, wait! Ah, Mr. Lawyer! What?
You won a video game tourney? That's impressive. What was the game?
Okay, it was 3 different games, and one was a Donkey Kong game, one was a basketball game, and one was a fighting game. It's a whole thing, but it was just yeah. It's nothing major, and it wasn't like a big tournament either. But that's back when I could pretend that beating like a small handful of people in the city of Bountiful, Utah was an accomplishment. But thank you, Jorge, for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. Okay. You know what? I do want to read some more in the chat. I got to read some more in the chat. Crystal says, if I do grant wishes, the only people I'll let have the wishes will be my parents and a friend of mine. You see, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you can choose who's allowed to have the wishes or choose what wishes to grant, then that's a bit better. Extraordinary says, when some smells, it's usually the Logan crab, because I forgot that was Larry Butts' thing. Let's see. And when he said, there was a relurk, said, never mind, I've been yapping between breaks, laughing. Well, I hope you're still kicking some butt. PJ Sakai. Extraordinary says, yap. Crystal says, we love yapping. Extraordinary says, we are the lords of yapping. Crystal says, yap bros. Extraordinary says, yap formers. Crystal says, perfect. Tiff says, yap formers, yappers in disguise. I don't know why I'm popping all those P's. I just find popping P's to be fun. When he says, ranks usually take about, 10 to 20 minutes to calculate. Okay, so hopefully we'll know it by the end of the stream. Hopefully, we'll see. See, Exterminator says, what do we yap formers turn into, though? Crystal says, a speaker? Oh, that works. I was gonna guess like just a mouth. Really close, just like big luscious lips and teeth and a tongue. I know I have absolutely no right to make such a ridiculous request, but you need me to buy some time, right? Got it. I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna do this Looney Tune style. I'm gonna go in there with like a wig and a big hat with lots of fruit and a dress. I'm gonna like dance this like traditional Spanish dance and then seduce all the lady robots and then smack them over the head with a mallet. I'll see what I can do, but promise me you'll never hand Athena over, and you won't give up on the hostages either. Oh, of course, I won't. Now I'd better go contact headquarters. Headquarters, turn over Athena. I just had to tell a fib to Phoenix Wright.
Mr. Nick, how do you plan to buy time?
I have no idea yet, but this hostage taker, could it be? Yes, it's Aura Blackwell. If you don't bring me that little princess, I'll have Hunk of Junk kill all the hostages, get it? Because Aura Blackwell is the only person who calls Klonko Hunk of Junk. Princess? Hunk of Junk? Horns? Only other human I know. Who could this possibly be? There's only one person this could be. In which case, there must be something I can use as a bargaining chip. Is just say like, hey, I'm gonna hold Blackwell hostage. Yeah, just Phoenix pull out a gun, point at Blackwell's head.
I don't have anything to say, Aura. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls?
Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, even if you don't, I have plenty, you jerk. Ms. Hostage Taker! Hey, guess what? Athena, is not a murderer. Problem solved. What are you talking about? She has been arrested and they've got her in detention. I'm telling you the truth. Look, the person you want is the real killer, right? Well, it's not Athena, it's someone else. All right, let's hear your stupid little theory. Who is this real killer? Okay, this is making me think that my theory that it was Aura Blackwell is probably not correct. Because Aura Blackwell sounds like she might not be the killer. But then who else could it be? I mean, we're saying it's not Athena. It's not gonna be Apollo, not Truce. It could be Clay, but even if that was Clay from before, Clay obviously, well, not obviously, but probably didn't kill himself. Yeah, because we saw the killer after killing Clay leave down that corridor. And he can't do that if he's laying dead. Oh, maybe it was Juniper. Let's just say it was Solomon Starbuck, Blackwell, Fulbright. Candace Arm. It's probably Candace Arm. She's the only other person it could be. And she's dead, but we got Pearl, so we can channel Candace and confirm that. So yeah, it's Candace Arm. Let's go with that. Let me read some more in the chat, though. Exterminator says, I would be a cool type of speaker. It would be like a lava lamp, but synced to music. Oh, that'd be cool. So like as it buzzes, it kind of twitches with the music, pulses. Exterminator says, Logan knows the amount of rings before voicemail. Learn something new every day. Well, it depends. I think my phone, I want to say is 7, but I think it's, actually no. Never mind, I'm actually not sure. Says, no sound Logan approves of murder if it's his waifu. Well, you were the one saying we should overlook red flags earlier. Crystal was saying Detroit Become Human Ace Attorney edition. Oh, there's a clip. We'll check out that clip in a second, but let's just see some more here. Let's take a guess. All right, let's hear your stupid little theory. Who is this real killer? I don't know yet. But the culprit is the same as the one from the case 7 years ago. The UR1 incident. I believe you have a personal interest in that case? Humph, it's too late to change what's going to happen now, no matter how wrong it is. But is it really too late? You can still do something about it. You might even be able to fix it. Just what exactly are you proposing? What can I do about the 7-year-old case to satisfy the hostage taker? Recreate it. Can we retry it? Is that allowed? I thought you can't. Well, no. Is it only if you're acquitted that you can't be retried? Because there's like double jeopardy. That's the thing, right? Oh, we just ask about it. We did just save a minute ago. Let's retry it. Yeah. I propose we retry the case from 7 years ago. If you make that demand now, I'm sure nobody will deny you. It wouldn't be an official trial. Oh, but at least we'll find the truth. We're still gonna execute Simon Blackwell tomorrow. But at least now we'll know if we should feel bad about it. Why is it still question marks? We know it's Aura Blackwell. Hey, ha, 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 ha. That's good, real good. Hey, detective, I'll give you 1 hour. Get a courtroom ready. Oh, so it's not gonna be the next day? It's just gonna be like this afternoon? 1 hour? But that's impossible. Please give me at least until tomorrow. You know, let's check some more in the chat. Queen Katie has a clip Let me copy this over in the clip viewer. This is our first clip of the night, and as always, first clip of the night takes just a little bit longer to load up than subsequent clips will. Oh crap, it's making the game stutter, but I think we're fine. This clip is titled, it's titled Ring-a-Ding-Ding. So this is gonna be where his phone is ringing.
I have to stop it somehow.
I'm gonna have some water while we do this, because I am thirsty.
Oh, that's not mine, because I got Silver Samurai. Oh, pardon me. Looks like I have a phone call. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let this ring. I want to see if it rings 7 times, if it'll go to voicemail. That's number 4. Okay, 5 and 6.
Yeah, the hiccups.
Here comes lucky number 7. Oh, it's still going. I don't have voicemail. Beep.
I don't know what
Right here. Oh, they don't have a telephone. Sprite. It happened. I
don't even know what I thought the payoff was gonna be. I started doing the counting rings and realized I have no punchline for this. Quick Kitty said, not what I expected Logan. Not what I expected Logan to react to Trucy in trouble. Oh, Crystal with a timestamp, 55:12. So I am about 25 minutes behind. So that's not too bad. I guess it's better than an hour behind. Queen Katie said, so many perfumes, so many. Oh, is that what was going on at church? It was affronting your nose. Crystal says, ripped Queen Katie. Queen Katie says, what? Holy, whoever was that? That was, thank you. Thanks for the gifted sub. Crystal says, I know how to cure that, you know? Like the song Ivan and Till sang. Wait, what's this? Oh, is Ivan and Till the band, the singers? Well, is this gonna be a chopping off of a nose type of a thing? They will have said, yeah, for whatever reason, I can't. Oh, time of posting the Hey Hey channel? Well, I know that in the past there was a time where it became like unsynchronized from the Twitch channel and it was no longer automatically updating. I'm guessing that's probably what happened again, and so I probably need to do that. The downside is that anyone whose subscription has expired will lose access, but those who have just gained them will gain access. So hopefully it's a circle of life, Beowulf. I am sorry if when I do, because I'll probably do that soon. I'm sorry if that will rob you of your access to the Hey Hey channel. Queen Katie with the emotes. Crystal says, nice. Thank you for the sub, Queen Katie. Thank you for the sub to Queen Katie Anon. Crystal says to Queen Katie, then Ivan died? What is the Ivan thing? I don't know this reference. Queen Katie said, don't remind me, Crystal. What is this? And Queen Katie knows what it is. Crystal's laughing. Beowulf says, oh, hey, thanks to Anonymous. Chris, oh, okay, so Ben Beowulf just got it there. That's right, he was the one that people gifted. So I should be able to resync it, and it'll all be good. Crystal says, suffer, Queen Katie. Queen Katie with an emote. Crystal says, his sacrifice for Till. When he said, you would use Irish Spring? Is this like using light mode? Is there some shame to that I am not previously aware of? I don't know. Is it bad? And there's Jorge saying, hey guys, what's up? Again, I know I said it before, but so good to see you, Jorge. Always love having you here in the chat. And I hope your weekend has been awesome. Crystal says, thank you, Anon. Katie said, who is this mystery gifter attacking us? Crystal says, I'm bonkers. Says, he's Batman. Says, they're the Batman of the Logan community. Yeah, you know what? If only there's some way to change it where instead of anonymous, we could just call it Batman. All right, let's keep going. So it sounds like we gotta be close to the trial now, right? Quick, Katie, you still have your guide thing? Are we getting there? Hopefully? If you don't mind losing hostages, you can take all the time you want. Oh, but wait! If we're going to have a retrial, we'll need a prosecutor. Don't worry, I'll take care of that. Let me guess. You're just gonna choose Simon Blackwell, but pretend it's not your brother. But then you slip up and you're gonna call him Oni-chan. She will? And I guess I can be fair and let you come in and check out the crime scene. Oh, so we still have some investigating to do. But Honk of Junk here will be watching you, so don't try anything funny. You got that? Okay, if we do not see Ponko with an evil face, we can assume that she is just off doing her normal duties and she is not a hostage taker. Now follow, Honk of Junk. Riot police, make way. We're coming through. Oops, wrong button there.
Mr. Nick, wait. I'll help you with the investigation.
Well, we do need someone to talk to while poking around. Thanks, Pearls. I appreciate. Oh, we're doing that? I was gonna say, I keep thinking of Pearl as like an 8-year-old. I was gonna say we're taking an 8-year-old. No, she's 17 now. Okay, we're going. It's still endangering a minor, but it's like a minor amount of danger. Because I feel like, Chad, do you think Phoenix could take 15 robots in a fight? Oh, wait, oh no, the hostages, that's right. They're over in the museum. We're investigating the robotics lab. So, yeah, if we don't see Ponka with an evil face, she is innocent.
December 20th, Cosmos Space Center Robotics Lab.
Weedle, right with a party at 2. Welcome, Weedle. Rukov already went to bed for the night, and Vero is still napping, so I will do your shout out for you here. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see the clip. I hope it's a Yu-Gi-Oh clip. It is!
Oh, I have to actually type the card name? What's the name of your spell on the
What?
Oh, I feel like this is the clip we saw before.
I have to physically type out the card name that I want to...
Hey, Wendy, while you're lurking, can you hear your voice now?
What's the name of your spell on the piece?
It's Dragon Maid Welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to actually
This is so
type it.
stupid, bro.
Are you playing on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
Wait, why?
I have to... Because I already have...
But welcome, Weedle. Let's see, what were you playing? You're playing Doors. Oh, is that the game? I remember seeing a playthrough of it. Oh, crap. Who was it that did the playthrough? I remember seeing somebody do a playthrough of a game that was like, it was just like these rooms, and there was like 100 doors that you had to go through. And it was like a horror game, but it was like really cheesy. Is that the one, or is that a different game? But welcome, Weedle. How was the stream? And you should be happy to know that no dogs have been injured in any way, shape, or form tonight. Okay, so let's play a little bit more here. Aura dropped... Oh, at least we're finally just saying it's her. Aura dropped us off with a warning not to touch anything until she got back.
I wonder what's taking so long, but we can't really start the investigation yet, can we?
Oh, or is Aura going to come in and pretend that she wasn't totally controlling the robots?
It's a Roblox game. It's not cheesy LMAO.
Oh, okay, it's a Roblox game. Okay, so it's a different game than the one that I was thinking of. All right, well, thank you very much for the TTS. I do need to ask, am I the only person on the internet who has never played Roblox? I always just assumed it's like for kids. It's like a kids type of a thing. But like people play it legit, and I don't even understand. But thank you for the TTS. I appreciate it. Once we get some more background music, I'll read some more in the chat, get a little bit closer to caught up. I feel not so bad about being only 25 minutes behind in the chat. Even if we could, this mess makes it hard to tell what the room was like 7 years ago. Mr. Wright? He's the hostage taker! Kill him! Snap his neck! Punch him in the neck hole! I'm back to my usual self now. You are still being monitored, however. But more importantly, an important guest has arrived. A guest? Oh, maybe Simon Black will be like, wait, hang on, no. If Simon, because if we're retrying the case 7 years ago, Simon Blackwell was the defendant. So he can't prosecute his own case, because then he would just throw it. He'd be like, oh, we have no evidence. What? So who's the guest? Oh, it's Edgeworth! I recognize that chalkboard! It's Edgeworth's office! There he is!
Oh, that man. Sports cars, tea, neck frillies. Miles Edgeworth chooses to enter the game.
I trust you've been well, right?
That's his voice? Is that his canon voice, I guess? What voice actor was that? Was that Kaito? Why wasn't he British? I mean, I guess he's not really British, but it just doesn't seem right for him to not be British.
TTSOMG. Edgeworth Daddy is here. I'm so happy.
So now are you going to be okay if Simon Blackwell gets executed? Because we have Edgeworth. Okay, I'm not a fan of this 3D sprite either. Some about it seems weird. Oh, and he's got glasses. Did he always have a vest? Maybe something about this just doesn't seem right, but it's Edgeworth, so we should take whatever we want. But like I said before, he's been gone for like over 7 years, so we should be able to find out like what tragedy happened 7 years. Oh, but if Edgeworth is here, does that mean Gumshoe can come back? Tiff, are you still here? Can we have Gumshoe content? That'd be nice. And is this his new theme music? But crap, does that mean if he returned to this series that there aren't going to do any more Edgeworth investigation games? Let me read some more in the chat now that we got some background music, though. Quick Kitty says, bad news, Logan. For some reason, they in fact do not use pearls in that way at all. Wait, why? Why bring her in? Why? What's the point of having someone who can channel ghosts if you're not going to channel ghosts? I am disappointed. Like, kind of legit disappointed. It's like, what is the purpose of that? Just have Trucy not get taken hostage. Or apparently, oh! Thank you for the Tomcat. I'm gonna save the game while I'm thinking about it here. But yes, I am reading the chat, Tomcat. We're gonna leave Edgeworth blessing or cursing your screens, because yeah, that just, I don't know what it is. Something about Edgeworth just doesn't look right to me. Let's see, Tiff says, the Batman of our Logan community must stay anonymous, for he is not the hero we deserve, but the hero we want. Huh?
Once again, he's here to save the day, even if he's ugly. Also, yeah, I'm 90% sure this is Kyle Aber, aka Kaito/Kazuichi.
Okay, yes. So I was right with the voice actor. I don't know why. I mean, he's a great voice actor. I like him just fine. He's just not who I was expecting to hear come out of Edgeworth's mouth. Then again, I don't usually expect people to come out of other people's mouths, but sometimes that is what happens. But yeah, okay, so I'm not the only one that thinks he looks a little bit off. I'm kind of like Trucy looks off. Is this, well, I don't know if he's gonna be in the next game, Spirit of Justice, but if he does come back, I hope he will also, much like Trucy, get a redone sprite, because this is, yeah, not great. But yes, and Tiff, of course, that, oh, and by the way, yes, Wendy, thank you for the 10 bits in case I didn't already say it. And Tiff, yes, of course a Batman needs to stay anonymous, because then the criminals might go after his family. Well, not family, obviously, no parents, but loved ones, his Alfred and his adopted children. Wendy says, Klonko, no! X-Ray says, what if Logan likes evil robots? Logan likes Megatron, confirmed. I like Galvatron, who is the evil upgraded form of Megatron. Although he got less interesting in the 3rd season of the series. He fell into some hot lava and it messed up his circuits and he went insane, and it was just a bad time for everybody. Oh, and there's another clip. Okay, let's load this up in the clip viewer while we're still enjoying this Edgeworth music and check out what this clip is. This clip from Queen Katie is titled, Salute Klonko, at least it wasn't Ponko. Okay, let's check this out. Or, oh, there is something wrong with him. Klonko's dead. Looks like he fell asleep. This is like in those anime where they have to edit it for like children to be able to watch like early Dragon Ball Z stuff. It's like, oh, he got sent to another dimension. He fell asleep. For all you parents out there, he's dead. And he is not going to heaven. He did not, he was not a godly man. He was a sinner and did not repent on his deathbed, his death charging station. It looks like he fell asleep. He must have just been tired, so tuckered out that his heart stopped beating. That happens sometimes, I guess. Thank you very much for the clip. I appreciate that, Queen Katie. Jorge said, yeah, Klonko killed a hooker in the most graphic way possible in Daytona Beach, Florida. Klonko is, you know how you got Florida Man? He's Florida Robot. He is Florida Robot. Queen Katie said, also, this was the favorite part of the case, my second favorite actually, the Evo Bot. My number one favorite part of the case is a long way off, though. When he said, bro, this may be the worst criminal I have ever seen. Well, but apparently, I guess it looks like she's not the murderer. She's probably gonna be arrested for taking hostages. But I mean, we don't have many other, the only other options I can think of for the murderer would be Clay Terran, but if he's the murderer, it wouldn't make sense for him to be the murderer this time unless there were two murderers, and that won't help get Athena acquitted. So the only other person it could be would be Candace Arm, but she's already dead, and if Pearl is not going to be channeling ghosts, then we won't have any guilty person doing a breakdown. It would be ridiculous if it's someone new. I mean, that does leave Ponko, but I really don't want Ponko to be evil. Please, game. Let's see. Crystal says, "Sigh, the Blackwell siblings sacrificing themselves for each other." Frowny face. Extremity says, "Compulsion to answer wishes. Sounds like the start of a movie starring Jim Carrey." Extremity said, wait, that would have been Bruce Almighty, right? But he wasn't like required. But he just was doing that because he thought he should. That actually had like a really poignant bit in it about what life is like. There was a bit where, you guys have seen Bruce Almighty, right? There's a scene where he helps out some kid who was getting bullied and helps, like, you know, uses his almighty powers to make him strong enough to beat up his bullies and make it out. And then his life kind of falls apart. And Morgan Freeman, who plays God in it, kind of shows him, and he's like, "Well, Bruce, look at this. These bullies were picking on him, and you made him strong, and he beat them up." And why? Edgeworth, that's a better Edgeworth voice. But you guys have seen this with Bruce Almighty, right? And he's like, but now that he was going to be a famous painter and using some of his pain and experiences to create works of art that moved many people, and now he's going to be a schlub with like no job and divorced and broken family and things like that. But he had this great line. It's like, sometimes you need the dark colors to paint a beautiful picture. But yes, thank you, Edgeworth. I guess I should get back to the game now. I will return to the chat soon, but I should play a little bit of the game. Edgeworth! Miles, what are you doing here? This is Miles Edgeworth. We've been friends since we were kids. We faced off in court a number of times back when he was a prosecutor, but now... So he's no longer a prosecutor?
Hello, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, but you're not a prosecutor anymore, are you?
He's chief prosecutor. Then he's still a prosecutor. He's chief prosecutor now. Pretty soon it'll be a year, right? Well, at least it wasn't 7 years. A title is nothing more than a title. Don't we have more pressing issues to discuss, like pressing ourselves against each other? Come here. All right, we gotta present stuff to him. This is how we flirt. Here's my attorney's badge. Oh, that is an ugly sprite. What is up with his mouth? That's like a frog mouth.
It must be nice to finally have your attorney's badge back.
Yeah, it's been 8 years. Last year, though, it had been 7 years. I'm sorry for all I put you through, especially.
No, I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you.
I was the one that made the decision.
But now you can stand in court once again. And you can mow them down just like you used to.
Way to put pressure on a guy. And since when did I get such a brutal reputation? I like seeing them being like friendly with each other. This is nice. But it also kind of, it's gonna make it weird if he's mean to us in court, I guess. But we are still rivals though, right? Okay, I'm gonna show you everything.
Another young life lost to the hands of a cruel killer.
Edgeworth, you don't think Athena's the culprit, do you?
Huh. That's up to the evidence and the truth they reveal, right?
And what about the hostage situation?
The law will deal with the hostage taker. Remember, we must never stoop to threats or acts of violence ourselves, even if people's lives are on the line.
Edgeworth! Ah!
He may be a stickler for the rule of law, but I have no better ally in this world than him.
Yeah, this.
Right? Please stop presenting random evidence just to see how that person will react.
He's seen right through me. He knows what I'm doing. What? That's what I enjoy doing in this game. But that's the thing. I need to see how people will react in order to question them. I just want the content in the game.
And what if it's evidence that person isn't privy to?
Yeah, it doesn't happen. Much. Huh. You never change. And I'm afraid I'll never understand your assortment of oddball clients either. Okay, bloody knife. Wait, oh, wrong button. There we go, bloody knife. Another young okay, same thing we saw before. So that was, yeah, stickler of the law. Right, okay, don't present random evidence. No, I'm gonna. I want to get through this. I want to see if you say anything else, because that was delightful, Edgeworth. That was a fun little back and forth that we had. I don't know if you're gonna have any more of those things. The Hope capsule samples brought back from some distant asteroid. Risking his own safety, the victim brought them with him from the launch pad. They must have been very valuable. Yes, all nations are itching to get their hands on such materials. Right, this case may turn out to be more than just a murder case, you know. That's fine. Come what may, my top priority is to defend my client. The Hope capsule, okay, Hope capsule sample, same thing. All right, we just got a few more pieces of evidence. I hope he likes the little elephant, little Fanty, because that's his colors. He better have something unique for well, it's Bum Rap Rhiney, and it was Phony Fanty. Okay, hang on, we gotta get through the last piece of evidence. We're almost done with this. Then this, right, stop presenting random evidence. Here we go, please have something unique. Boo! Phony Fanny is you, Edgeworth. You're our Phony Fanty. Okay, only 2 more pieces of evidence after that, then we can actually talk to him for realsies. This is part of why it takes me so long. But again, oh, holy crap, I was gonna say we have a lot of time left tonight, but holy cow, we are over halfway through the stream. I don't know where the time has been going. Okay, so that is all of the content we got for random piece of evidence. Now we can talk to him. Miles Edgeworth. Let me have a sip of water, though. Okay, we'll talk to him a bit, then I will catch up some more in the chat. I promise. So, what are you doing here, Edgeworth? The captor chose me as the prosecutor for the UR1 case. Wow, she is good. She went all the way up to the top. I gathered all the information I could in the short time I had. I'll give you a rundown. Oh, he's actually helping us. That's nice.
You're always so well prepared, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Thanks, I appreciate this. I could really use the help. The UR1 incident. Let me actually read some more in the chat then. Let's see. Crystal saying, Wish was a mess. Oh, was that? Oh, that movie. I still haven't seen. Oh, somebody says to grant all wishes. Oh, yeah, that reminds me, like, Wish. That was supposed to be Disney's movie celebrating 100 years, but I don't know. Well, because that was the movie that the entire point was they were going to try and bring all their Disney movies into, like, one shared cinematic universe. I didn't see it, but I heard it just wasn't great. And Crystal says it was a mess. Diddy says, if you were a genie, I would have never-ended wish. Aww, it's really nice. Except then you would have been stuck watching that horrible movie for a long time. Oh, and Queen Katie with another clip. Hang on, let's load this clip up, and we'll check this one out on the stream, all together on our clip viewer, before we continue. For any lurkers, we do have a rule. If you clip something, post it in the chat, and we'll watch it together. This clip is titled, A Very Urgent Math Problem. Oh, I know what this one is. I remember this. All right. Daddy, is that you? Trucy, is that you? No, Trucy, are you all right?
About 15 robots are holding 12 of us hostage, Daddy. And if all 12 of us each have an apple, and the robots would like to divide those apples equally amongst themselves, how many pieces would we need to cut the apples up into to make sure that every robot is able to get an equal number of pieces of apple? Daddy! Hurry, it's important! They've got haywire! A researcher is the one behind it. She's here. I'm dead, Daddy. Now we only have to divide up 11 apples. Because as I'm dying, I'm gonna eat my last one. Dead.
Sometimes I think I have too much fun with these games just to amuse myself. I hope you guys enjoy those little diversions, because heavens knows those aren't brilliant pieces of theater. Crystal says, Trucia, cannon yapper? Let's see, Wendy says, yap. Diddy says, yap up. Jorge said, don't think you can scurry away, Mr. Logan. I want to know all about your victory, at least the name of the games, if you don't want to go into details. I'll talk some more, like, off-stream about it. I mean, it's not, like, embarrassing or anything, but shoot me, like, a message on Discord. I'll give you all the deets and things like that. And plus, I guess it wouldn't be doxing because, like, yeah, just like I said, I even said the city it was in, so I guess that's fine. But yeah, shoot me a message on Discord, Jorge. Then I won't scurry away. X-Ray says, yap, you. Wendy says, laughing. I almost forgot the Pearl voice laughing. Quote number 14 from Extemporaneous says, if I see a hole, I want to go into it. Little Nightmares 2, October 23rd, 2021. D says, how you doing, Wendy? Queen Katie says, all right. Extemporaneous with an emo. Queen Katie said, I forgot clips makes this game laggy. It was only a little bit. It seems better now. We haven't had all the technical problems we had last time. Let me read just a few more comments. We'll get back into this conversation with Edgeworth. Queen Katie said, it's okay if you want to save these till the end, to be honest. When he says, I'm good. Extemporaneous says, don't let him catch up, girl. Am I getting close? And Queen Katie, I don't think I'll save to the end unless it gives, like, lots of problems again. Crystal says, Crystal, wait, what?
I'll hold you to your word, Logan. Don't you worry, lol.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. But yes, I'll give you the full-on rundown. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. Let's see. Yeah, Crystal was saying Queen Katie was saying, Crystal, don't you dare corrupt Logan? Wait, what was Crystal saying that was, like, corrupting to me? I gotta scroll back up. What was the last thing she said? Trucia a cannon yapper, and Wish was a mess? Did I miss it? Queen Katie, did Crystal corrupt me and I didn't even know it? What happened? Or, that was probably me reacting to something I had read that was written in chat like a half hour previous. Okay, well, let's talk to Edgeworth some more. The UR1 incident. I'll start with a brief overview. The victim was the psychologist Dr. Metis Sykes. Yeah, Athena's mother. 7 years ago, on the 7th of October, it should have been July. It could have been 7 years ago, on the 7th day of the 7th month, in the 7th hour of the day. Her body was found here, in this very room. I have 2 crime photos and the police notes on them for you to see. Oh, darn. That's blood.
Gasp. What a terrible way to die.
Oh, again, I keep thinking of Trucy as an 8-year-old because I'm about to say we shouldn't be showing these pictures to an 8-year-old. It still is probably not appropriate to show them to a 17-year-old, but it's still... It's like, do any of you guys have like a niece or a nephew or somebody like that, or maybe a neighbor with a kid, that even as the kid grows up, you can't think of that person as not a kid anymore? This other photo shows the other side of the room, I see.
7-year-old photos added to the court record.
These photos are almost as old as Pearl was when we first met her. 2 photos of the body in the crime scene. They were taken by the first person to discover the body.
I also have the autopsy report for you, and don't worry, it's been updated. Metis autopsy report added to the court record.
The cause of death was a stab wound to the chest. The weapon pierced the heart, and so death was instantaneous. Okay, that'll be important because some point in the trial, there's going to be a bit where we'll be like, well, maybe she was stabbed and then like ran around and did something real quick before collapsing in the chair. The murder weapon was the victim's own katana found at the scene. Yes, Detective Fulbright mentioned she was into Japanese culture. The body was found by a Space Center staff member and 2 police officers. The police were called in because of the sabotage threat on the Hat 1 launch. Yes, Director Cosmos mentioned this too. A few hours after the body was discovered, a suspect was arrested. The suspect was Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor. Wait, how did we determine how old he was at the time? And so Blackwell right now is 20. Okay, so he was 21 when this happened. Simon Blackwell. I hear his trial was over in a flash. Why are you saying it like that, right? You make it sound like there's some sort of wordplay involved. Yes, a guilty verdict was declared in only 1 session. Not only did he plead guilty, but there was decisive evidence against him too. Okay, so he did plead guilty. So it sounds like he probably was doing this to protect someone. So again, I'm returning to my previous theory that he thought if he didn't take the fall for this, that Aura would have been blamed somehow. And so he didn't want her to be falsely convicted. So he voluntarily was falsely convicted while still trying to find the real killer. Does that, I think that meshes. That jives. The security camera video. And a photo of the moment of the crime, as I recall.
But did Prosecutor Blackwell have a motive?
To this day, his motive is still unknown. He insisted he did it, but he would never say why. So that means he must still be hiding something. Right, with just an awe. There's another aspect of this case that was never revealed to the public. Yeah, I know, the part about the spy, right? Right! This time with a W! How on earth did you know about that? Director Cosmos told me after a bit of pressure. He told me espionage and sabotage were behind the Hat 1 miracle.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I've always been good at keeping secrets, like the fact that Mystic Maya liked you, Nick.
Well, I might as well tell you now. They really do suspect Blackwell of being a spy. They think he sabotaged the rocket and killed Dr. Sykes to steal the moon rock. But if you can prove that the Hat 2 bombing is the work of the same spy, we can stay the execution or cancel it. I mean, if you prove that Simon Blackwell was innocent, I don't think it's unreasonable to ask the state to not kill him. It's a possibility. That's why I intend to help you any way I can. And right, I do mean any way I can. And I can help in a litany of ways. Let me read some more in the chat and have a sip of water here. And see, Bale said, it shouldn't because I'll lose access, then gain access again. Yes, I forgot one of the anonymous gifted subs was to you, so I'll try and remember to do that soon, sometime this week. Queen Katie said, basically, our last raid, me and Crystal stuck around for the stream. We watched a fun series, and I hated it because Crystal wanted us to suffer. I'm trying to remember, because I remember the raid, and I stuck around for a little bit, but then I had to take off. Xavier says, let's see. Wendy's, wait. Was this not read by TTS? I mean, at least you bathe, unlike some people. Cough, cough. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players cough. I feel like, I hate to say this, I feel like that's a lot of tabletop card game players. I mentioned before, like, there's a number of years ago, my brother went to a Magic the Gathering tournament, and for some reason he didn't drive himself and he needed a ride back, and I had to go pick him up. And when I went inside that place, oh my gosh, the smell of body odor was like hitting you in the face with a brick. It was awful. Quick Katie said, 2 more paragraphs on the investigation, so we might make it to the trial tonight. Xmaria says, Logan, say what about Oni-chan? It was Aura Blackwell talking about Simon Blackwell. That's her Oni-chan. Her Russian Oni-chan. And Beowulf doing the child command. We haven't endangered Pearl that much. Xmaria says, to be fair, Capcom versus Marvel, my boy Phoenix is a fighter. Oh, that is true. I keep forgetting. But yeah, we mentioned that before, that he was like a playable fighter character. Xmaria says, hey, Weedle. Weedle says, hello everyone. Oh, because there's the raid. Crystal says, yo. Weedle says, this is my only clip. We need to get you some more clips, Weedle, so we can rotate them around. I'll read a few more comments in the chat before we get back in the game. Xterminator says, soon we shall flood the world with Weedle clips. Weedle says, I'm not saying no. Xterminator says, wahahaha, with the bahala.
I went to a D&D night once when I was a sophomore, and the BO from those players literally turned me off the games till I was 20 years old. I was 15 at the time.
You know what? If you had waited 2 more years, then what could have happened? Wait, no, because like, oh no, because yeah, I don't think you're 22 yet, because you turned 20, or did you turn 22? I can't remember if you turned 21 or 22 on your last birthday. But if you turned 22, if you had waited the full 7 years, then when your friends were trying to invite you back, you could have acted like an Ace Attorney character and been all about how like I can't because of that incident 7 years ago, and then let them take like 5 chapters to find out what that incident was, and it was just that you smelled really bad body odor. But no, that's what it's like, and I believe that. What?
I turned 22 this March.
Okay, so it was. Like I said, I couldn't remember if you turned 21 or 22. I knew it was one of those two. So I hope that, like, I hope I don't seem like a negligent friend for not remembering which one of those two. Now, but I knew it was one of those. I knew it was one of those. So thank you very much for both sets of 10 bits, Jorge. I appreciate that. But as I said, I'm going to read just a couple more comments here. When he said, the good old days when Weedle didn't play an annoying deck. Quick Katie said, by the way, if anyone happens to know a good English anime song, please recommend it on the music channel. I'm making a road trip playlist for me and Dad tomorrow. When you say, do you mean like the song has to be in English? Because I feel like most anime songs I know, like very few of them. I know, like, I feel like back in, like if I watch a classic anime series, there were more that they translated into English. I would have to think about that. I know some have English. What I'm amazed with, okay, you guys ever watch Death Note? One of the opening animation themes, I think it was like the second one. I can't remember if they had 2 or 3. It was one of the later ones. They dropped the F-bomb in English, like repeatedly in it, just like over and over again in one of the verses. And of course in Japan, like they're not thinking what it is. It's just like, hey, there's an English word. And they're just dropping the F-bomb. When they were airing it on Cartoon Network, it was like, okay, how are they gonna cut this out? And they didn't. They just let the song play, but it was kind of hard to understand. And all they did was they changed the subtitles and didn't show the subtitles for the verse with the F word. They just showed the subtitles from earlier in the song for the previous verse. So the singer was spewing the F word over and over, like 6, 7, 8 times, something like that. But because the subtitle didn't say it, I guess they got away with it. So there's a little trivia for you about that. Okay. That's why I intend to help you in any way I can. Thanks, Edgeworth. Call him Miles! Now all I have to do is comb this room for evidence. Edgeworth, will you help me inspect every nook and cranny? Let's do it together. No, I'm sorry, Pearl, you're only 17. You cannot help me inspect Edgeworth's nooks and crannies. All right. Oh, anything else to talk to him about? No, okay, we're done. So let's examine the room. Oh, and we can look around. Okay, so it's just 2 rooms. So let's first of all do everything over here. First thing I want to see is the giant spiked ball. This is one heck of a robot.
There's something written on it. Is this supposed to be a poem?
Yes, the poem Judgetron JTO2.
I cut down anyone who displeases me. I make the rules. I am the law.
Will that work as a haiku? So I cut down anyone who displeases me. I make the rules. I am the law. I was 1 syllable away from haiku. I cut down anyone who displeases me. I make the rules. I am the law. Game, you were so close to making it a haiku. You were so close, Game. You were so close. Oh, there's another stanza. I'm sorry. I almost forgot the word stanza. I almost said verse.
I wield the ultimate gavel of judgment. I am Judge Tron JTO2.
I don't believe we need to bother with that, Pearl. It's not even complete yet. But it will be one day. And then when Judge Udgy dies and or retires, he will take his place. He is right, Pearls. Just like I am right. Phoenix, right. There's no sign of it in the photo from 7 years ago either. Oh, that's that corner. They were building the Hope space probe here at the time. The murder occurred after the space probe had been removed from the room. So it was long gone by the time someone took this picture, huh?
But you can see the probe in this newspaper photo.
Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock right there too. That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture? I've seen a moon rock before. The one I've seen didn't have weird yellow veins in it. There were a couple more comments in the chat. Crystal says, no dogs, but the robots are malfunctioning. Whittle says, 20, yeah, and when you still were bad, even though you still are. How? Quick Katie said, I've never played Roblox either. Crystal said, no, don't worry, Logan. I've never played Roblox too. So Queen Katie, Crystal, you both got my back. Appreciate both of you. Queen Katie says, I was very close to starting it though, cause Little Pet Shop, but I didn't, lol. Hori said, I've never played Roblox, it looks odd. Okay, that's 3 more people besides me. Crystal says, oh, 128.38. So I was 25 minutes behind. Now I'm only 22 minutes behind. I've caught up 3 minutes.
Loki reminds me of how Eric Stewart would get the joke he wanted when directing Pokemon by presenting 3 jokes to the network. The one he wanted, one that was super inappropriate, and one that wasn't funny, so they would have to choose the one he wanted.
Okay, that's actually really clever. I had never heard that story before. So first of all, thank you for the 10 bits, Wendy. I really appreciate that. It's very similar to a guy I know. He was... Anyway, he would like write these scripts and he would talk about how that sometimes he'd worry about like, is this joke too much? Is this joke a little bit too close to the edge of being inappropriate? But if he really wanted that joke, what he would make sure to do is include in that same scene a much worse joke to take all the heat off of that joke. So he'd come back with a note, oh, you gotta remove that joke. And he'd remove that one because he never intended to have that joke in it in the first place. So that the joke he really wanted would look less bad by comparison and get to stay in. But I like that too. I gotta say, although I am a fan of localizations that do try to be as authentic and accurate to the source material as possible, I do love how creative they were with Pokemon because like there must have been like so much wordplay and jokes in the Japanese version because it's like a funny, goofy little adventure series. And they came up with some brilliant puns. I'm sorry, but using a frying pan as an umbrella and calling it a drying pan is a freaking genius pun. And like the fact that the pieces just came together, that Brock was using the frying pan, a literal frying pan, as an umbrella. There's no other situation where you could ever even use that pun. And so no, I'm a big fan of that. So wait, so did Eric Stewart, so he was directing Pokemon? Because I know he's like on the voice, so why did he like leave as a voice actor? Like, did they even get different? I miss him. Him and Rachel Lillis, they are my Jesse and James, my Brock and my Misty. Thank you very much again for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Let's see. Hori says, not in the good way either. Oh, odd. And they'll talk about Roblox. I kind of agree. Queen Kitty's smiling. Weedle says to Jorge, I was forced to play it. Is surprisingly good for Roblox game, though. Wait, who forced you to play and how? Wendy says, woo. Oh, this must be when Edgeworth arrived. Queen Kitty says, our boy, he got glasses. Crystal said, he looks DILF. And there's a bunch of daddy commands. Weedle says to Wendy, what if Lady On was on trial? Extreme says, Logan can't handle him in 3D glory. His sprite looks weird. I think it's his mouth. It's like a big, wide frog mouth. I don't like it. And then Krista with some emotes and saying Edgeworth with little hearts. There's another clip. We'll check out that clip in a minute. Let's actually play some of the game. And then I hope I'm getting a little bit closer to catching up. But we are past the 2-hour mark. So if people want to start keeping an eye out.
Exclamation mark.
Okay, so I guess it'll come in a minute. But if people want to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions later on, we are still like an hour away from the 3-hour mark. So we still got plenty of time. But it would be nice to be able to have like some on standby, some queued up, as they say. Let me have a sip of water. And then if TTS doesn't come in, I'll just start actually playing the game again. 1 second here. All right. Note that the same rock is absent from the crime scene photo.
Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen.
I hear there's lots of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization. It's like we're in a new space race with every other country out there with the Bahawa.
He was both a director and voice actor at 4Kids. He often directed himself. When 4Kids lost the rights to Pokemon, that's why the VAS changed.
Oh, okay, so they that makes sense because I guess 4Kids isn't around anymore. I didn't even think about that. So who's it now? Is it like Funimation? Is it Viz? Is it? Hang on, I gotta do a deep breath here. I'm getting that thing where I talk so much, I feel like I'm gonna get the hiccups. But okay, so that's unfortunate. I just assumed that they had like changed from non-union to union or something like that, or changed from their location. Like maybe they'd been recording in Vancouver and went to Texas or vice versa. But it was so disappointing, like, cause I mean, I'm sure the voice actors that they got to replace them are good in their own right, but my gosh, the original ones were so great. And thank you so much for the 10 bits. I'm sorry that the TTS girl never came in with maybe by the end she'll just like suddenly chime in with that, and I'd appreciate it. But thank you so much. I appreciate that for the teacher. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention to you guys. I mentioned this on Discord. I can't remember what day I mentioned it, because like a couple of days ago, I think it was like 2 nights ago. So after last stream, I believe, I was laying in bed, I couldn't sleep. Did you guys see on my TikTok, one of my videos for the first time ever broke 1 million views. It was crazy. It's up to like 1.2 million now. And the problem is, I don't know if I talked about this on stream, because I think it was after last stream. No, I think last stream I talked about how it had gotten like over 700,000, and I was amazed by that. But it broke 1 million! And I've never had that happen before. But I don't know too, because it was a clip from when we played Needy Streamer Overload, which is not the type of game we normally play. And so we got like I got a good chunk of new followers, and I feel like, oh boy, howdy, you guys are you're not gonna like my content, because that was not representative of the channel. And it was a video I almost didn't post, but yeah, so that's that. Also, I'm slowly approaching the end of Persona 5 clips, which will be crazy. Right now, I'm about to start, this week I'll be starting the Ghost Trick Phantom Detective clips, and then shortly after that, Resident Evil 4, and it'll be good stuff. But anyway, let's see. Oh yeah, we do, while we're talking, let's bring up this clip from Queen Katie onto the clip viewer, and check this out all together, and then we will get back into the game. This clip from Queen Katie is titled, "Our Boy is Back with Glasses." So there's gonna be Edgeworth returning, right? And me just getting all excited, I guess.
Exclamation
So who's the
mark.
guest? Oh, it's Edgeworth!
TTS TikTok's way of apology of shadow banning you, maybe?
Maybe it
Lol.
says...
Also, watch Alien Stage Chat, it's a wholesome animation gold PLZ.
Hang on, Alien Stage Chat. Okay, let me copy that down here. Alien Stage Chat. Is that streaming on anything in particular? Alien Stage. Oh no, you're saying that to chat. Alien Stage. It's not Alien Stage Chat. It's Alien Stage, chat. Alien Stage. I've written that down. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Oh crap, I have the hiccups now, for real. I don't know why that happens. Like, I guess it's if I talk too much, I'm not getting enough oxygen. Don't they say that hiccups is like some leftover thing? Like some biological thing from like when our species was less evolved and we were like fish. They say that supposedly if you get hiccups, I've heard someone say it, I don't believe. They say that if you get the hiccups, if you consciously think to yourself, I am not a fish, it cures it. But I'm just gonna hold my breath while we show this clip so that I'll be able to kill the hiccups, so. I'm so sorry, I'm sure that's gross. And then I'll respond to Crystal's TTS. Hang on, let's watch this clip. I said chalkboard! It's Edgeworth's office! There he is!
Oh, that man. Sports cars. Tea. Neck frillies. Miles Edgeworth chooses to enter the game.
I trust you've been well, right?
That's his voice? I mean, it's a good voice, but it's just not at all what I was expecting.
Is that his canon voice, I guess?
I just thought it was gonna be British. But thank you very much for the clip, Queen Katie. I appreciate that. And yes, Crystal, it was funny because like this happened the day after they finally lifted that shadow ban. I was shadow banned for like a few days, and I posted that video during the shadow ban and wasn't getting anything. And then the next day they lifted it. And then like that video from the day before somehow like started getting views, and it just like shot off like a rocket. I could not believe it. So I was really lucky on the timing of that. I still don't know why they shadow banned me in the first place, but for a few days I was just getting nothing. Huh? Oh, I thought I saw TTS appear on the screen for a second. It's like a yellow thing. I was looking at the screen because I was taking that down. Okay, but anyway, let's play some in the game here, and then I'll be back to the chat.
TTS where did Edgeworth get that Lambo LMAO?
Well, didn't he have... I remember somebody had posted a clip from the anime. I think, where he was like driving a sports car. I don't know if it was that specific sports car, but I do specifically remember him driving a sports car somewhere. Or actually, you know what? Maybe it was actually, now I wonder if it was this clip that I'd seen, because I just assumed it was from the anime because it was animated. No, because I probably would have, I was going to say maybe I would have noticed the glasses, but you didn't see his face in this. I am sure I've seen him drive a sports car before. But the thing is, if he's chief prosecutor, he's making bank. I mean, man can afford a sports car. But yes, thank you very much for the TTS. All right, so let's play a little bit more here. It's like we're in a new space race with every other country out there. So, the person who stole it, think it was our spy. I hope the country is Borginia, because that was the Borginian cocoon. Maybe we can finally get the cure to incuritis and help the Chief Justice's son, who's probably dead by now. I'm sure of it. Dr. Sykes was probably killed because she was a roadblock in their plan. Unfortunately, the government thinks Prosecutor Blackwell is the culprit. Well, shouldn't they look for evidence of him being a spy? Okay, I can't click on that. Already clicked on that. Table! It's about as cluttered as my office, but I think it's a workbench.
Mr. Nick, I think this must be a kitchen. Look at this photo. See the cute little food processor.
Oh, it's the asteroid container.
That isn't a food processor, Pearls. Am I allowed to call you Pearls as well?
I've heard Wright call you that. I don't even know if it's your real name.
That's the Hope capsule.
I do like that he actually did call her Pearls also. I mean, do you guys think there was ever a time when Maya and Pearl were living with Phoenix? I assume they were living with him. They're always there. Then like Phoenix had to run and do something and Maya was unavailable and he had to call Edgeworth to babysit. Because as we all know, as we recall, he would not call Gumshoe because in our previous playthroughs, Gumshoe would have given Pearl a gun. And that is not appropriate. I'd like to think Miles Edgeworth babysat Pearl and that they bonded and they're friends.
It was scheduled to be loaded onto the Hope space probe that fateful day. The 3 people who came to collect the capsule discovered the body.
The first on the scene, huh? A staff member and 2 police officers, was it? And they were here to collect the capsule? Which reminds me. So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule, is that right? And 2 police officers. I thought of a really bad thought. I mean, this can't be true. Fulbright wouldn't be the murderer, would he? Because he's too nice. And he even intervened to get Starbuck acquitted. Fulbright wouldn't be the murderer, right, guys? The only other option, though, is still Candace Arm, or maybe Clay Tarrant, but Clay Tarrant can't be the same or both. Fulbright was at the Space Center that day. He was already on hand because they were called in because of the threat. Oh my gosh, please tell me. Obviously, don't tell me. But they went out of their way to mention it was that and 2 police officers. How old is Fulbright? Let's see how old Fulbright is. Where is Fulbright? Fulbright, okay, crap, he's 33. He's 33, he'd be in his 20s 7 years ago. Oh, please, Fulbright, please. Injustice we trust, bro. The detective assigned to the case, he led the evacuation effort at the Space Center. After the bombing incident, he would have been able to be there. Okay, I know, I'm just not gonna think about that. I don't know why that popped in my mind. I just, again, was trying to think of who it could possibly be. It's not gonna be Fulbright. He is our friend. It better not be Fulbright. Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead? Apollo and Aura Blackwell? I wonder what they're talking about. Bags for asteroids, apparently. Asteroid bags. Edgeworth, did those 3 people have a bag with them for transporting the capsule? Oh, you mean this. It's a custom-made, shock-resistant bag. But how did you know? Shock-resistant. That's oddly specific, so that's got to be important, right? And crap, Fulbright does have a taser, but he wouldn't tase. I need to stop thinking about that. Oh, I just overheard Apollo making an inquiry about it, that's all. So he's looking into the case from 7 years ago on his own, is he? Hub capsule updated in the court record. Oh, maybe that's how they're going to be able to have multiple days of investigation. Maybe we'll do part of the trial and then we'll cut over to Apollo's investigation or something like that. Okay, so updated. It was at the crime scene 7 years ago. It was launched into space and only returned to Earth a few days ago. Wait, how was that updated? Okay, we got that. We already clicked the robot apparently. We got that window. We got this shocky machine thing. That looks like electrical. What's this? It looks like a giant power plug. It's attached to what looks like an electric vehicle charging station. Oh, is that how Clunko recharges? That's a charging station for us robots. We come here periodically and charge ourselves up. Wow, machines that maintain themselves. That's pretty cool. If our batteries run out and we lose consciousness, we never know what Ms. Aura will do to us while we're down, you see. Sometimes she takes a dry erase marker and makes rude drawings on our faces. Nothing motivates quite like fear, huh? Okay, and we got this arm from the giant robot hanging here. What's this? A giant robot arm, maybe?
It's pretty big for an arm, but you're right. I think those thin parts here are finger bones. They're even about as long as my legs.
I know, but you're tiny, Pearl. And there's a spiked ball and giant drill on the floor, too. The spiked ball was the first thing I clicked, and you just talked about the main body of the robot, Phoenix. Is Aura trying to build some kind of weapon of mass destruction? There's a giant evil robot with weapons. Could she be building a weapon? I don't know. Let me read some more in the chat. Quick Katie said, "My boy Kazuichi, yes." I gotta like message Lucy Seesaw one of these days. I don't know if she ever regained access to her Discord after she moved to Japan and let her know that Edgeworth has Kazuichi's voice. When he says, me personally, I think Matt Mercer could have made a solid Edgeworth, to be honest. I agree. I think he'd probably be great at it. When he says, Rocky and Bullwinkle, Crook, says, also, speaking of Edgeworth, oh, there's the objection. It says, yeah, the 3D sprites are a bit rough, dog. Well, Chad said that Trucy gets a new one next game. I hope if Edgeworth comes back that he gets a new one too. Quick Katie said, it's the shading, man. Victoria says, Edgeworth is on to Logan. I know, we figured it out. There's another clip from Queen Katie. Let's load this up in the clip viewer. We'll watch it together. Then after this, we will get back into the game. If there's anyone lurking, I promise we do play the game. This clip is titled, we get meta up in here, huh, Miles? Okay, let's load this up and watch it. Yeah, this. Right. Please stop presenting random evidence just to see how that person will react. He's seen right through me. He knows what I'm doing. What? That's what I enjoy doing in this game. I was kind of speechless. That's the thing. I need to see how people will react in order to question them. I just want the content in the game. And what if it's evidence that person isn't privy to? Yeah, it doesn't happen much. Huh. You never change. And I'm afraid I'll never understand your assortment of oddball clients either. Okay, bloody knife. Wait, oh, wrong button. There we go, bloody knife. Yeah. All right, thank you very much for the clip, Queen Katie. Oh, also, Queen Katie also says the end of that clip URL. With blatant, comfortable magpie. Cool story, bro. Again, thank you for the clip. I appreciate it. Quick Katie says, cool story, bro. Quick Katie says, I was making sure Crystal would not corrupt you with whatever we watched. I dare not utter its name. Crystal says, oh, that one. Crystal, tell me, if Queen Katie's gonna get mad, you can just like send me a message on Discord. Now I'm curious. Says, hey, Logan, I found a really interesting animation series on YouTube. Maybe you could get interested in it. Evil smiling face. Yes, tell me, Crystal. Queen Katie says no. Crystal says yes. Crystal says, so Logan, it's a singing battle animation. Oh, that sounds fun. Queen Katie says, Crystal, he'll be crushed. Wendy said, update autopsy report will never not be hilarious to me. I love that. I love that. Even though I'm late coming to the series compared to all of you, I do love the memes that I've seen. And there's Ray saying hello. Hey, Ray, how you doing? Time is 1:50. Holy cow, I'm even further behind. I was 20 minutes behind before, 22 minutes. Now I'm a half hour behind. I gotta read a bunch. Ray says to Queen Katie, I sent some music stuff in the Discord. Queen Katie says, oh, thank you, thank you. Exterminator says, have you seen that meme about Edgeworth dancing to updated autopsy report? I have. Crystal said, or at least I've seen one of it. Chris says, so maker of the animation is Vivinos on YouTube. I'm gonna copy that down into my text file over here. Vivinos. Awesome. Thank you very much, Crystal. It sounds like I can just check out whatever this is. Queen Katie says, Crystal, spritz water, bad. Wendy said 30 minutes till event, and we got this, gang. Okay, also that means, Wendy, you should be about done with the event now, right? Or maybe in a few minutes. I'm guessing it happens at the top of the hour. We're like 2 or 3 minutes away from the top of the hour. So Wendy, if you can hear me, we're sending you our energy. You've got this. Crystal says, so it has aliens and robots in the animation. Dude, that sounds amazing. Queen Katie says, you can do it, Wendy. Stop it, Crystal. Crystal says, but Queen Katie, sharing is caring. Queen Katie's frowning. Wendy says, there's this recent Yu-Gi-Oh meme about how a girl went to her first IRL tournament and left because the smell was that bad. That doesn't sound like a meme. That just sounds like reality. Ray says, the Twitter for Android song is actually so catchy. It's been stuck in my head the whole day. Speaking of songs, I posted this link on Discord in the music channel. Did any of you guys see this? Somebody made a video where it was the song Sweet Child of Mine by, I want to say it's Guns N' Roses, who does, Sweet Child of Mine. Oh, that song? But replace the lyrics with all the lyrics to the duck walked up to the lemonade stand, asking the man, run the stand, hey, bop, 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 got any grapes? It syncs up perfectly and is kind of amazing, much more amazing than it has any right to be. Check it out if you haven't, please. It is good. When he says the B07 incident, Queen Katie said, I'm 2 years older. You felt like older than me. Oh, says to Jorge. Crystal says, the singing battle, it has 6 rounds. Round 7 is still waiting. Says, it's a good animation, Logan. And then fire emotes. Okay, let's play some game. Oh, accidentally clicked out of it. There we go.
Maybe she wants to use it to demolish a big building or something.
That's still illegal, Pearl. I can picture her gleefully tearing down the street doing just that. I better not think about it anymore. So if she goes to jail for, like, robot hostage taking, can we adopt? Well, not adopt Ponko, because we don't want to adopt her. We want to marry her. Can we get possession of Ponko? Hey, look at this row of rolling cases. I bet the wheels make it easy for people to move heavy research materials around.
I bet they'd be fun to ride around in. We could even probably both fit into the biggest one.
Sounds like a challenge.
I know, we could have Prosecutor Edgeworth push us.
I don't trust him not to push us down a flight of stairs. Phoenix, you said he's your best friend. Wow. Although Edgeworth only refers to you as that man. Okay, so it looks like we've clicked everything on this side. Wait, can we rotate this direction? It's about as, oh no, crap. About as cluttered as my office. Okay, I thought I was clicking the arrow. So there was an arrow on that side of the screen, but it wasn't clickable. We gotta get through the end of this. Click the other direction. While we're doing this, I guess I'll read some more in the chat. See, Queen Katie said, English covers exist, Logan, but basically, yeah, I'm fine with normal Japanese, though. I'm always hungry for new stuff. The downside I have is that most, but not all, most English covers that I've heard of Japanese songs, they'll do a direct translation, but they don't bother to, like, finesse the words to fit with the rhythm, and so it just gets really, really clumsy. But if you can find a good one, then that's great. All right, rotate around. So we gotta decide what's probably the most likely to be a piece of evidence, and that'll be the chair where she was found, and possibly the photo. So let's click everything else first to make sure we're able to click everything else. First we got, why can't I? Oh, I clicked the little robot up here. Oh look, it's a little robot. I wonder what it does. Cleaning maybe? A cleaning robot must follow a human's orders as long as it causes no human harm. Yikes, it talks! A cleaning robot must keep desks clean without violating the preceding clause. However, Ms. Aura says she prefers a moderate level of clutter on the desk. Good lady, good woman. I approve. You need a little clutter. Oh, what is the purpose of my existence? Poor little dude has an existential crisis. I guess slack off and cut some corners aren't in his vocabulary bank. Okay. You know, we're gonna come back to that in case that'll do the photo. No, okay. Oh, there's a coffee cup on a robot arm. Box on the floor. Papers on the floor. Chair back here. Emergency ladder. An emergency ladder? This must be the one they used during the evacuation. The explosion disabled the elevators, so I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the I don't want to suspect Fulbright. Like, I legitimately don't want to suspect Fulbright. But he knew about the emergency ladder. If he knew about the emergency ladder, would it be because he used that to escape the murder the first time in the robotics lab? Crap, it's gonna be Fulbright. It's gonna be Fulbright. I don't want it to be Fulbright. I usually don't care when we find out who the killer is in these games, in Ace Attorney games. Because in Ace Attorney games, it's usually a pretty despicable person. Oh, crap. No. I am not happy with this flashback. Like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. And that would explain why he called in. No, that's why he called in the threat, because they'd call in the police and that would put him there to be able to commit the crime. No! I hope I'm wrong. I hope when we finish this chapter, we'll be able to look back and go, ah, gosh, golly gee, wasn't that a stupid theory that Logan had about Fulbright being the murderer? I mean, I know that he's like cartoonishly earnest. You could easily say like, well, obviously it's all a sham, but I want that to be authentic. Oh, crap. And it's just above this window. And so can that window open? That would have given him access. He theoretically, I don't know if that window opens or not. I don't remember if it opens or not, but if there's some way that you know, I'm just gonna, maybe that has, okay, I don't think that's how we got access here. I don't want to suspect Fulbright. I don't want to suspect Fulbright. But it's happening. As Ms. Blackwell was climbing down the side of the building, she saw the culprit inside. Oh, I just realized the little thing in her hair that's holding her horns is a screw. This is as bad as that chapter in Rain Code. I won't say specifically, but you guys know the one. The one with Dr. Huesca, when he was the victim. I wonder which would have been scarier, that or looking down. Emergency ladder added to the court record. It was lowered to the ground from the window in the 4th floor robotics lab. It was used to evacuate the Space Center personnel. No! No. Crap. Oh boy, this is nothing that is happening right now is good. Nothing is good. Everything is awful. Okay, I think it looks like the only two things we have left are the desk and the chair. So let's click the desk. Aura's desk is a mess. Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Oh, I just want to dive in and straighten it up.
Wait, before you do, this is... Well, I was gonna say this is a crime scene, but it's already been messed up since then, so it doesn't matter. Mietis. Huh?
She just glanced over at her desk.
Crap, and that's why Fulbright was so willing to help us, because he didn't want Blackwell to figure out the truth. Oh,
it's Metis Sykes.
Clunko, can I talk to you? I really hope he's back to normal.
You wish to speak to me, Mr. Wright? If you're going to hit me, please avoid the face area. It is my money maker. You won't believe the things I have to do on weekend evenings.
Hey, don't put me in the same class as that woman. What was Aura like 7 years ago at the time of the incident? Let me guess that she wasn't violent back then, that she was caring and wonderful.
When mother...
Did he call her mother before? That means that that Klonko and Ponko are Athena's siblings.
When mother died, Ms. Aura was confused.
Huh? So he calls Ms. Sykes mother, but Aura Blackwill Ms. Aura. Well, because he was just his mom's girlfriend.
With the loss, she exhibited a severe catecholamine.
I'm gonna Google that. Catecholamine, what is that? Catecholamine. What is that? Catecholamine, a type of neurohormone, a chemical that is made by the nerve cells and used to send signals to other cells. Catecholamines are important in stress responses. High levels cause high blood pressure, which can lead to headaches, sweating, pounding of the heart, pain in the chest, and anxiety. Okay, so it's like that's the medical cause for anger management issues? Something? Let me read some more in the chat. We're a half hour away from the end. I hope we get to the trial, but I kind of don't want to now. I mean, okay, chat, if we had the choice and we have to either have Bobby Fulbright get executed or let Simon Blackwell and Athena Sykes get executed. Now, I know that it's like, as far as like a trolley problem situation, it's two people versus one person. But I feel like Bobby Fulbright is delightful enough that he's worth more than one person. So I think we can let... I'm not that attached to Athena Sykes yet. We've just barely met her. And Simon Blackwell, we get a different prosecutor every game. You know, I mean, Godot is probably already executed by now. Blackwell pled guilty. So I think it's fine. Let me read some comments in the chat though. Queen Katie says, Crystal sprays water. Chris says, the title is ... Tell me the title. Crystal with the evil face. Jorge says, oh my gosh, I'm younger than someone. Queen Katie says, yeah, time's spoopy. Crystal says, Logan, please watch Alien Stage. It is on YouTube. I have it written down now. Queen Katie's frowning. Crystal smiling. Hang on, I gotta do a thing here. It's that thing again where I talk too much. I feel like I'm gonna get the hiccups. Queen Katie said, hey, check your DM, Crystal. I have something for you. Crystal says, I'm scared, Queen Katie. Queen Katie said, it's just a meme. I want your approval. It's my salty meme. Ray says, I definitely didn't just get off of Roblox to watch stream. Totally not. But I heard they have really fun horror games that can be fun for stream. And maybe we were talking earlier about how I've never played Roblox before. I was worried I was the only one, but turns out Queen Katie, Crystal, and Jorge also have not played Roblox. So I feel better about myself now. What's the horror game? Earlier, Weedle was playing a game called Doors. Queen Katie said, also, wow, I got caught up. I forgot what we're doing here in the case, lol. What he says, oh, I love being robbed. Oh, because the TTS, I'm sorry. And Queen Katie with a hydrate command. Oh, I got to finish off this bottle of water. Then we'll get back in the game just a second. Hang on. Thank you, Queen Katie. Well, and Bale said, someone made a physical copy of the original release of SMT1 with the English translation, which is cool, nice. Queen Katie says, Confetti Pops 1 mil. And of course it was that game. I mean, there are worse games we've played, but it was a resource management game, and that is not my forte. Let me read one more comment here. Wendy says, the funny thing is, Ted Lewis was the most recent voice of James, and I think he was the actor for the first 6-ish episodes of the OG series, and they replaced him with Eric, only for Eric to get replaced by Ted. Okay, so at least they went with someone, I guess, with a pedigree, I guess, because I do remember that he had a different voice. Was it the same voice as Tracy? That had played James originally? I can't even remember. It's been so long since I've watched that series. But that means they could have gotten it, so why didn't they? Even though 4 kids lost and they went to somebody else, why not just like ask the other actors and say like, hey, you guys were doing this before, would you like to just like come back and keep doing it? Like, why not? See, and Queen Katie say, Crystal, not the TTS. Says, no, Logan, don't let Crystal corrupt you. Queen Katie says, death breathing, Logan, please do that when you see this. Death breathing? You want me to not breathe? Exterminator says, I am not fish. I don't think so, Extemporaneous. I could be wrong. Crystal says, yes, Logan, be with me. You're like Emperor Palpatine, corrupting me, tempting me. Extemporaneous says, what do you mean? Crystal says, yes, to alien stage. Extemporaneous says, Logan has been thinking with his own voices. Extemporaneous says, yeah, I'm so proud of you, Logan. Oh, thank you so much. Like, I do appreciate that. Okay, let's play a little bit. Let's play a little bit in the chat here. With the loss, she exhibited a severe catecholamine imbalance.
Excuse me, but I have no idea what that means.
You should have Googled it like I did, Perla Pearl.
Pardon me, searching for alternative expression. She would spend the nights crying and then take out her feelings on those around her.
After Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty, she repeatedly demanded a retrial as well.
That is correct, but without new evidence, her requests were ignored. And then little by little, Ms. Aura began to change. She started to hate it when I called her Mama Aura.
Oh, so she was one of his moms. Okay, hang on. So how old is Aura then? Because I know we've seen this before, but I got to double check again. Oh, that's right, because she's Blackwell's older sister. So she's 37, so she was 30 at the time.
And before long, she started hating the court system and abusing Clonko, huh? That murder destroyed so many lives.
Right. Take a look at this paper on Dr. Sykes and Ms. Blackwell's research. Ponko and Clonko, they're the robots with hearts that Dr. Sykes created. Oh, so the Ponko and Clonko are going to be evidence. Ponko series features can determine the presence of a human with their heartbeat detection system. Okay, that'll probably be important for something later, for maybe identifying when the body was, when the person was killed. Recognizes people by scanning their spacesuit or uniform jacket ID tag. Okay, so that'll be important if someone dressed up in a spacesuit and wasn't who the suit belonged to. Because there was the one jacket that had like a tear in it, and that's on the floor in the shot where she's dead. So maybe, I hate to say it, but Fulbright wore that jacket to get in there. Can also recognize a person by facial features once the face has been registered. So Fulbright probably hadn't been registered, wore the jacket, had the tag, and that's how he got in. Can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice and communicate with them. Oh, and then we got a heartbeat detection system lets them determine when a human is present. In addition, they can recognize people by their ID tag or facial features. And they can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice. That's amazing. Hey, I don't know, Edgeworth. They might even be more human than you. You're my best friend, and I just dehumanized you. Well, what's that supposed to mean? My father was killed in an elevator. Cut me some slack, man. It kind of sounds like these robots can do what Athena does. Well, I mean, like, her widget is the same thing as one of these dudes, right? Robots with a heart added to the court record. It explains the recognition and communication features of the Ponko series of robots. Well, hang on, though. Okay, all right. You know what? There is still hope for Fulbright. Because if you remember, he had a psyche lock that we had to unlock at one point that seemed to like show that he was like a nice guy, right? Crap, I gotta go back and watch the VOD and see what exactly the wording was on that psyche lock. Because I feel like if he was trying to deceive us, there should have been another one, maybe? Oh boy. Okay, and last of all, the big chair thing, unless this is also something. Let's click this up here first. It's probably connected to the chair, but let's find out. It looks like an operating table. It's in the photo too. Yes, it was here. It was here then as well, with the victim's body lying in it.
There's a button here. Oh, I know. I'll try pushing it.
Is this the kill button? All the arms just go down and drill in and cut into the person. Pearls! Don't touch that! Whoa!
Oopsie.
What? Hey, it's moving! Oh, so it makes a robot! This is how Ponko and Clonko are born! And so now they just gotta put it on the head. And so, was she killed by this thing? Was she like on there when this turned on and it tried to make a robot out of her? It appears to be a robot assembly device. Oh, then it takes the robot away.
Disassemble anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button.
Anything, including a person?
That sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Nick?
Please don't push any more buttons, Pearls. So that's everything, right? So we should be able to go to the trial now, yeah? Well, I guess that's about it for this room. So, what do you think, right? Any ideas? Yes, but I don't like my idea. I want to be wrong so badly. There are still a lot of gaps in the evidence, but I'll pull it off somehow. After all, you asked me to prove Blackwell's innocence, right, Edgeworth? Actually, I don't think I asked you. I think you wanted to do it, but you know what? You know what? I'll take credit. All right.
What, he did?
Yup. He called it a
Special request.
He
Reached out to me while I was still disbarred.
Okay, so wait, so we're talking the original case. Was that how Edgeworth found out that he was disbarred, or was he trying to like convince him to get his attorney's badge back because he wanted him to defend Blackwell? So the whole reason that Blackwell went to prison in the first place was because Phoenix Wright was no longer an attorney at the time.
Edgeworth request.
Okay, let me read some more in the chat, because apparently we're not at the trial yet. We got 20 minutes left till the 3-hour mark, and we still haven't made it to the trial. Let's see, Exterminator says, bro, Edgeworth got that prosecutor money. Yeah, the joke is that Phoenix bikes and edgy drives. When he said, oh wait, it actually might have been from the anime. Quick Katie said, bonus points if Miles babysat Trucy. Oh, that'd be, I feel like he was like globetrotting a lot during the Trucy years, but maybe. I think it'd be wonderful. Well, because here's the thing. I did like how in Edgeworth Investigations, Edgeworth also had like his plucky teen girl sidekick. And so I like the idea that maybe he thinks he's bad with kids, but that he actually bonds with them really well. And like kids love him, even though he is kind of awkward around them. I want to headcanon that. Exterminator says, he called Logan to babysit, Aura just staring like, It says, what's your favorite flavor of potato? Wait, me? I feel like I got, like if it's a baked potato, I'll just do like some butter and some cheese. For potato chips, I like barbecue, but sour cream and onion is really good as well. So it's like a good cheddar kind of, cheddar and onion type of a thing, maybe. Exterminator says, Logan voices. Queen Katie said, bro, this clipper won't let me publish this. What was the clip? I'm sorry, can you say what the clip was? Weedle says, okay, night. Good night, Weedle, thank you for being here. I hope your stream was fun. I appreciate you popping in. Thank you for the raid. When he says night, Weedle says 4 minutes left. We got it. How'd it go? You found the results yet? Exterminator says, good night, Weedle. Crystal says, laughing. Exterminator says, don't do it. Crystal says, yes, do it, Logan. Watch it. It's in YouTube. I mean, if it's on YouTube, it can't be that bad, right? Queen Katie said, BRB chat, I am desperate for this clip. Wish me luck. Good luck, Queen Katie. Exterminator says, of my greatness. Queen Katie says, Logan is gonna check it. Exterminator says, oh yeah, you're an astronomy guy. If 70% of the moon was gone, what would the effects be? Okay. I'm not like that much of an astronomer to be able to know that type of stuff, but I assume it would affect the tides because, of course, you wouldn't have as much mass with the moon. You'd only have 30% of the effect on the tides that we have. So that would probably screw up some stuff, I think. Like less tidal flow or something. I would imagine that, would that have like, I wonder if that would have an effect on its orbit at all. Huh, that's a really good question. I am not sure. I'm an astronomy guy in the sense that I can tell you like what constellations are out there and fun facts about planets. I don't know, hypothetical stuff like that, huh?
Favorite flavor of potato? Funeral.
Nice. Have I asked this before? Because I've been curious. Funeral potatoes. I, for the longest time, thought maybe they were just a Utah thing. But I know that Rukov has brought up funeral potatoes before, but I can't remember. I probably asked this before. Do you guys have funeral potatoes where you are? Is that a thing? Do you have the dish funeral potatoes, or is that actually just a Utah thing? I'm not sure, but funeral potatoes are good. It's like a full-on side dish of potatoes. And thank you very much for the 10 bits, Jorge. And if it is a Utah thing, then hey, good on you for remembering that. when he says, man, I wish I could play Ace Attorney for the first time again. That's how I feel with a lot of games, like the ones that really have an impact on you. Exterior says Pearly still does the hand on face thing when he said event is over and now we wait. Awesome, I can't wait to hear how you did. Crystal says, yay, Wendy. Quick Kitty said, I'm back, the clip worked. Not posting it though, I need to rename it. Oh, okay. Okay, let's play a little bit more, then I'll be back to the chat in a minute. Edgeworth's request.
So, that was what sparked you to get your attorney's badge back.
Oh, we're finally getting a reason for it? Yup, the Blackwell case. But that was 7 years ago. At this point, we're 1 year out from Phoenix, from the end of Apollo Justice, and he had lost his badge 7 years before that. So that means he lost his badge, and a year later, there's the Blackwell case, and Edgeworth says, hey, do this. And Phoenix writes, well, I better get my badge back. Whoopsie daisy do, I got busy for the next 6 or 7 years, and only just now barely got it back. Is that what happened? Yep, the Blackwell case. Or is this going to be like just a total retcon here? Ooh, he came over to Phoenix Wright's house. Well, I'm in his office. I assume Phoenix lives in his office. I don't think he has an actual home.
Right. I have a special request. I want you to clear one of my subordinates of suspicion.
Hey, I'm not even a lawyer anymore, remember? I haven't been one for a long time.
That 8-year misunderstanding has been cleared up, and you must be eager to return.
Oh, okay, so okay, he's got his glasses now. So all that time passed, Apollo Justice ends, and Edgeworth comes back, and he wants us to get our attorney's badge back to have a retrial, and this just happens to fall into our lap. This seems weird to me. Oh, and you see he does the glasses push-up thing.
I'm sure you're familiar with the other case that ushered in the dark age of the law.
Other case? Huh? Are we finally going to find out what happened with the jurist system?
Very soon, a convict will stand as a prosecutor in court. I want you to keep an eye on him.
Ah, just when I'm beginning to actually like the job I have. No, I'm a pianist with a T.
Right. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Because of the espionage aspect, I wasn't free to give you all the details.
Hey, no need to apologize. It's like I said on the phone the other day, you know, when I called you and was just like, hey, what you thinking about? And you said, I'm taking a bath. And I said, oh, I know what I'm thinking about now.
I know the type of criminals you're after now aren't small fries anymore.
Oh, it's hand-drawn. Wait, hang on. Oh, didn't we see this in the opening cutscene? He was on the phone with someone?
It looks like your target finally decided to make a move.
Did we? Did we hear the dialogue, or was it silent? I can't even remember.
Yeah. It's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end. I'm going to end the dark age of the law. That's what this is all about.
The dark age of the law.
The dark age of the law. I'm sure... It sure comes up a lot these days on TV and in the papers.
In the papers. Is that something a 17-year-old girl in the modern age ever say, yeah, it's all over in the papers?
And I hear there are more false charges and fabrication of evidence than ever. When I became chief prosecutor, the court system had already lost the people's trust. It all began 8 years ago.
So are we never going to find out why the jury system failed?
A lawyer was caught fabricating evidence.
Are we saying that Phoenix Wright, when he was caught fabricating evidence, that was the trial that ushered in the dark age of law?
And a year after that, a prosecutor was found guilty of murder.
Yeah, okay, there it is. We ushered in the dark age of law. Well, good job, Phoenix. Look, because of the consequences of your carelessness.
Wait, do you mean?
That's right. He's talking about my case and Prosecutor Blackwell's. Are we gonna get to see 3D Feeny? No more bum raps. A bum rap is like when you go to a sandwich place and you just want a bum. Sometimes people just want a butt. I gotta read some more in the chat. Let's see, Exterminator says, it's like when Logan was made, was mad about incuritis, said let Ponko be executed and said no! Ponko is wonderful. I will say Ponko at the expense of Fulbright. Queen Katie with the keyboard slam said, didn't notice that typo. I meant deep breathing, Logan. Oh, Exterminator, oh, the raid suggest. Oh, Yui Vale. Is Yui Vale streaming tonight? Oh, there we go. Yeah, she's playing Night in the Woods right now. I will keep that in mind. Thank you very much for that raid suggestion. And, oh crap, what happened? What happened? Oh crap. The chat, it didn't scroll down without me, but it scrolled way, way up without me. I'm sorry, I'm bad at this. I gotta scroll back down to where I was. I don't know how the chat did that, but it suddenly like scrolled way, way up high, and I don't know why. And okay, scroll down, there we go, there we go. Queen Katie says, co-workers. Exterminator says, I love how Kalanka was just talking about her crying with just a ha face. She was crying herself to sleep every night, committing acts of violence among her co-workers. When he said, finish rank 701, we did it! Congratulations, Wendy! Good job, that is well and safely into that 1,000. Queen Katie said, yo, congrats, Wendy! Exterminator with a little party hat and a goat with glasses. That's right, Wendy is the goat! Queen Katie said, pops confetti for our Wendy! Exterminator says, gamer! Queen Katie with some heart emotes. Chris with dance and dino emotes. Queen Katie said, one more paragraph left for investigation. Are we getting close? We gotta be getting close to the trial. Exterminator says, did you know there are flying fish? I do know. I remember like when I was a kid, I saw a cartoon. I think it was a Disney cartoon that had, but yeah, they can like jump really high. And so they don't actually fly, but they can like jump high. And I think they might even be able to like slightly glide. But yeah, it's kind of amazing. Queen Katie said, I don't want to ruin any plans. Jorge says, it's a valley dish, but I'm in the high desert, so I barely get to have them. A valley dish. A valley dish. Didn't know that was a thing. Oh wow, I'm getting close to catching up. I can see the bottom of the chat. A mere 6 comments away. No, 5 comments away. Well, I mean, we're 10 minutes away from the 3-hour mark, so that makes sense. But we gotta get to the trial, so I'll be right back, chat. We gotta play this. It was a downward spiral after that. An absolute nightmare. So does that... Wait, then how come during Apollo Justice we never heard people talking about the dark age of law? I mean, we did hear about the juris system, but... After those 2 cases, the mass media launched an all-out attack on the courts. Public opinion was tainted, and before long, the legal world itself was sucked into it. It's such a shame. Once suspicion forms, it's very hard to shake. Lawyers and prosecutors were supposed to trust each other, pursue the truth together.
It's so sad when people begin to cast doubt. They start lying to themselves and each other.
Yes, and do absolutely anything to win. We are in an age now where winning is valued far more than the truth. I'm sure it's caused our new chief prosecutor to lose many a night's rest. That's why his eyesight's bad, probably. Is it just me, or did his brow get even more furrowed than the last time I saw him? Huh. The hostage-taker's disdain for the courts is a perfect example of the times. Sigh, it sure is. Do you have any idea who the hostage-taker might be? Are you crapping with me right now, Edgeworth? Is this one of those things where I'm supposed to pretend I don't know who she is? Blink twice. If you want me to pretend I don't know her. There's 1. And there's 2. Okay, long gap between the 2, but I'll count that as blinks. Well, somebody who mistrusts the court system and who can manipulate robots, no idea. No clue, just covering for a criminal. You narc! You narc, Phoenix Wright! It can really only be Aura Blackwill. Who else but her would want a retrial of that case from 7 years ago so badly? Simon Blackwell's older sister and the owner of this room. I agree with your conclusion. Perhaps she intended to force Ms. Sykes to confess. Actually, I think she had a much more horrific plan in mind for Athena. Yeah, Moida. The important thing is for you to solve the You Are One and prove Blackwill's innocence.
And then maybe she'll release the hostages.
I'm counting on you, right, to set that prosecutor and those hostages free. And then we'll arrest Aura Blackwell. I mean, this is technically a crime. And I'll be counting on you in court to help me too. Of course, I'll do everything I can to help uncover the truth. As this isn't an official trial, I'm more at liberty to be a little unorthodox. Mr. Wright, are you finished with your investigation? Yeah, but I'd like you to tell the hostage taker something for me. I have to go to the detention center. I can't start the trial until I've talked to Athena. She's already given her consent. I'll accompany you to the detention center. So I'm still being watched, huh? Okay, so I'm guessing hopefully we just have to have a conversation with Athena. Hopefully it'll be quick and not like a lengthy flashback about what happened with her mom. And then we'll be able to get to the trial. We'll wrap up the case. It'll be great. Hey, see you in court, Edgeworth. Even if it will be an undocumented trial, it'll be good to face you in court again. Bye. Quick 80 said, okay, so I checked. The phone call is, in fact, in the first cutscene, word for word. Oh, I love that. That's actually great. The problem is I play so slow. It's been a long time.
December 20th, detention center visitors room.
Bill said, no, but Pearl isn't a normal 17-year-old in general. That is fair. That is fair. Quick 80 said, we in the void again? Oh, phew. No, it was the other way. It scrolled up for some reason. But I got to scroll down now, right? She was right by my side only a few short hours ago. But I feel like I haven't seen her in ages. Oh, it's probably, oh, Mr. Wright. Hi. And Pearly, too. Wait. Athena, do you know Pearl? Oh, wait, no, that's right. I think that Phoenix said they came over. I think? I knew you would come. After all, the first step is the interview with the defendant. It's our last step, actually. We figured out the whole thing. And because you're my friend. And I was worried about you. Friend? I don't see you that way. You're just my boss. Seriously, when I clock out, I stop thinking about this job. Thanks, boss. I'm not the only one who's worried either. Hang on one second. I'm getting that hiccup thing again. I need to take more opportunities to breathe, apparently. Really? Who else? I saw Ms. Woods today. She was so beside herself. She came to find me. She told me you used to live in the Cosmos Space Center. No wonder you knew so much about the place. Oh, so you know, huh? I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I honestly have no reason to other than the game wanted some more mystery. That's all right. I often just hold back stuff for no reason. But there are some other things I'd like to ask you. Sure, you can ask me anything. I promise I won't keep any more secrets from you. Can we present? Do we have anything that would be interesting to present her? Robots with a heart. What the hell? What? Gallop, bring with a party one. Gallop. How was your stream? Hang on, let me do a shout out real quick. This will give me an opportunity to breathe again and to have a sip of water. Let me do the shout out for Gallop and have a sip of water. 1 second here.
So strange.
The lock.
Oh, let me guess. The gate isn't working?
It's a lock.
I don't understand. It's never been locked before.
It's a lock. I know I've seen this clip. I know we've shown this clip before with a shout out for you. How you doing, Gallop?
Hey, I know the food here's no reason to shut the gate on us.
It's a lock.
It's a lock. See, looks like Gallop was playing some Genshin Impact. Nice. X-Ray says, see, I like when games do not do flashbacks to cutscenes. Wait, do not do flashbacks to cutscenes and don't change. I like it when they don't change the words. That's nice. I hate it when they like add more info to them. X-Ray says, Nick, snitches get stitches. Exactly, right? X-Ray with emo. Chris says, hi, Gallop. Oh, with that, 2 hours, 58 minutes, 38 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. Just sneaking it in right before the 3-hour mark. I just wonder how long this conversation is going to be. I think we can get to the trial tonight. hopefully y'all will stick with me for that. But again, Gallop, I hope your stream went well. Thank you again for the raid. I do appreciate it. Sigh, I wonder if I'll ever get the chance to present evidence like that again. I'll probably never work as a lawyer again now. Hey, don't talk like that, Athena. We're going to clear you of all suspicion. Just you wait. I hope you can. I really hope you can. Okay, so that was new dialogue to reflect your being in prison. Do we get new dialogue for the badge? Sigh, I wonder if I'll ever get the chance to present. No, hope you can. Do we have a picture of her dead mom that we can show her? I think this includes a picture. Does this include a picture of her dead? No, but this is an autopsy report about her dead mom. Want to look at the details about how your mom was murdered? Sigh, I wonder if I'll be able to present evidence. And no, okay, we need something more traumatic than that. Here's some photographs of your mom's dead body. Sigh, oh wow, she is just unfazed by this. I'm impressed, girl. You are like some kind of sociopath. Wait, was there also... these photos... Does this one? No, that's just that picture. Well, darn it, I tried to traumatize her, but apparently Athena's already traumatized plenty enough. Let's talk to her then. Day of the crime. Tell me about the day Clay was murdered. I was actually at the Space Center that day, in the Space Museum, and I was just touching lighters for some reason with blood on my fingers. I didn't know whose blood, but it seemed like fun. Right where the culprit fled to? Oh, that's not good. I never could fully deal with what happened 7 years ago. But when I saw the center again during the news coverage of the Hat 2 launch, I thought maybe if I went there, things would be different this time.
That must have taken a lot of courage to face your past like that.
So I went to the Space Museum the evening before the explosions. This was before the launch pads had been switched. There was a sign that said closed for repairs and they weren't letting anybody in. Yeah, the director couldn't very well switch the pads if there were people in there. But I snuck in anyway. Did you want to see that Hat 1 group photo? The one with your mother in it? Your mother who is now dead and deceased? Well, I guess not dead and deceased. It is the same thing. I did, but what I really wanted to see was her jacket. Again, there's that conspicuous hole that nobody has brought up. I still think that, yeah, that Fulbright wore that jacket to get in, and that granted him access, because that was one of the ways that the robots recognize people, is by jacket name badges. Queen Katie says, huzzah! Also, this Athena thing is the last part before the trial, so we will get to the trial tonight. Oh, thank goodness. Exterior says, I like how when Athena is sad, her hair gets pointy. I like when emotion is reflected with like when Apollo, you know, his hair sticks up like this, but when he gets kind of like deflated, like that, it goes limp. Says, it's like her hair is an extension of emotion. I like that too. And quote number 79, it's not stalking you. She's just dating you without your knowledge yet. Persona 3 Reload, April 13th, 2024. Thank you very much, Extenders. I'm not gonna count this as catching up again. I'm counting this as me staying caught up with the chat, by the way. So this is probably to get the jacket added to our court record as well, right? That jacket on display, that was Dr. Sykes's?
Had one exhibit updated in the court record.
A newspaper clipping a photo of the people involved in the launch and the jacket worn by Dr. Sykes. But I should have known it wouldn't be easy to get over such a traumatic experience. The second I saw that jacket, it all came rushing back to me. I made a lot of sad noises like that in those days. Everything around me went hazy and I couldn't see. I tried to get out of there somehow. But I guess I passed out. Okay, so what we're probably gonna say is whoever had the lighter with blood then brought it over and like grabbed her hand and got her, that's how the person got her fingerprints on it. When I came to, I was in the passage behind the rocket. I was in the shadows where people couldn't really see me. Maybe you got confused and went the wrong way when you were trying to leave.
How long do you think you were unconscious, Athena?
I was out until about noon the next day. I didn't even know about the explosion. When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went out into the boarding lounge too. My mind must have still been fuzzy because my memory is vague after that. I don't remember how I got home.
No memory, huh?
Oh, this is gonna be tough. Which means, what if I'm the one who killed Clay? I think that's enough of that, Athena. Let's talk about something else. So during the entire incident, she was unconscious in the Space Museum. Of course, I believe her. But will anybody else?
Your mother's work.
Let's see, Crystal. Oh, Crystal with some extra raid suggestions. Hang on. Let me copy these over as well. Crystal, thank you very much. I'm gonna put these over into my text file here because we will be doing a raid. Before too terribly much longer. And we still got to get to the trial. I mean, even though if this is the last thing, there's no telling exactly how long this will go, especially the way I play. Oh, and Gala posted a clip. Is this the clip that you were saying before? Because it's a clip from a different channel. I will copy this over and I will check it out off stream. But you got to tell me, okay, now, is there anything in this that is a spoiler for any of the games that I haven't played yet? Like, is this something that I am allowed to watch, or is this something that I need to be cautious of? I just want to make sure that I am being careful about that. But thank you very much for sharing that. I said that you're also, as I said before, welcome to share that in the Twitch Clips channel on our Discord. And if it is a spoilery thing, just make sure that you put like spoiler warning on it. Okay, here, let's see. Your mother's work. What kind of research was Dr. Sykes, your mother, in case you've forgotten that she was your mother, doing? Machines that could tell people's emotions by their tone of voice. And my special ability. Someday, when people travel to distant planets, their companions will be robots. So she said they had to be able to understand how their human companions felt.
Wow, robots that can understand people.
I was just a convenient subject for her research. All she ever did was work, and she never paid any attention to me. She would just work and make out with Aura Blackwell, train the robots to call both of them mommy, and tell Aura Blackwell to call her mommy. I don't get that. Oh, sorry about that, dredging up all that old stuff. No need to apologize. I guess her home life was complicated. I see Queen Katie said, after this conversation, you need to present something. Then 2 more chatting and boom, trial? Are you guys okay with sticking around a little bit longer if that's how long it takes us to get to the trial, or do we need to call it a night now? Let me know how you guys feel about that. Queen Katie says, yeah, and then 2 more. Crystal, with some more raid suggestions. Hang on, let me copy these ones over as well. Put these over in the text file too. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And so now we've got like a half a dozen or so raid suggestions, so we should be totally all set for the raid in a little while, although I don't know if it's gonna be soon or if it's gonna be a little bit later, because I don't know how long these things are gonna take, but we'll give it a go. Galp says, in this case, you have passed, have passes, do you mean I am past this clip, or I have to pass on seeing this clip? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand which meaning of the word pass. I'm going to assume that you're saying I am past this, and so I am allowed. So unless you correct me, I am going to assume that I am allowed. But when I watch it, I will also still be very cautious and have like my finger on the pause button in case it's something I haven't seen before. Oh, by the way, Miss Woods said something about you always wearing headphones. Oh, by the way, we should also save periodically. I think it's probably been at least an hour since the last time we saved. Oh, and Exterminator says, yeah, a good poll to decide. Okay, I guess we can do a quick little poll. What should we do now? Keep going till trial or wrap up for the night? Go ahead, we'll just do a quick 2-minute poll. No extra voting, because I just want to know what you guys honestly think. And Quick Kitty said, I'm fine with going if you want to get to the trial tonight. I really would like to get to the trial tonight, if possible, but it's up to what you guys would prefer, because like I do this for the sake of being able to hang out with all of you. I've said this before countless times, but I could play these games by myself. Like really, these games are it's a vehicle for me to be able to hang out with you guys. And so yeah, let me make sure the poll is open so I'll be able to see it. There we go. By the way, Miss Wood said something about you always wearing headphones. She always wore these big heavy looking headphones. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research. I had to wear them every time I went out.
Oh, I hated them so much, but she wouldn't listen.
What were they for?
Oh, she gave me some kind of explanation, but I didn't really pay attention. But I don't remember now. It was too difficult for a little kid to understand. Okay, but let me say this one thing. I don't think your mother only thought of you as some handy subject for her research. I want to believe that. But just about the only things my mother left me with are widgets. Oh, and that earring she's always dangling with her. And this earring. Is that gonna be important?
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's made of a piece of real moon rock she had for research. Maybe she did love me in her own way. I'm sure of it. I'm really sure she did. Because that's what I want to believe too.
Hey, apparently it's evidence. Moonrock earring added to the court record.
An earring that Dr. Sykes gave to Athena. The stone was cut from a real moon rock that was being used for research. So that's why it had yellow veins, apparently. I better ask her a little more about her mother's research. Okay, the poll is done, with 2/3 saying keep going till trial. So 67% said keep going till trial, 33% said wrap up for the night. It does make me sad that like 1/3 of you want to leave for the night. I mean, we gotta be close. I think, you know what? We're gonna go a little bit longer. If this does start to feel like it's really dragging out, then we will wrap up for tonight. How's that sound? Queen Katie said, I'm fine with going on if you want to get the trial tonight. Oh, I think I already read that. And Bill said, yeah, you're past that clip. Okay, awesome. So yes, I will check out that stream, that clip off stream then, Gallop. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Queen Katie said, it's the Miles reveal. Oh, okay, nice. Seeing reactions to Miles Edgeworth showing up. I should show her that paper I found in the robotics lab. Okay. So we gotta go out here. I'm glad that Phoenix just says it. Why can't we just have that dialogue thing that says like that paper in the robotics lab? But I already tried to present this to her before. And she was like, I hope I get to present evidence. Oh, the Ponko series. You must have gone to the robotics lab. You seem to really love Ponko and Clonko. I love Ponko. Clonko is a hostage taker. Yeah, my mother made them and I grew up around them, you know. Aw, Ponko.
Oh, there's one of those cute little robots in this photo too.
And Ponko's arm in that picture with Blackwell. Haha, see Ponko's bandages? I put those on her. I just wound them around and around. Pretty bad job, huh? But I really put my all into it. I hardly left the center in those days, so I didn't have any human friends besides Junie. I didn't really understand the difference between robots and people back then. I thought that if a robot broke, bandaging it would help it get better. What a weirdo I was. It looks like there's something written on the bandages. Yeah, I wrote stuff like, get well soon, Ponko. But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in a flash. That's like the 3rd time that we've used the phrase in a flash. Starting to feel weird.
Oh, that must be the thing I made move in the robotics lab.
I was so impressed by what my mom did. I even asked her if she would put me on the table and fix me if I ever got hurt. It looked just like magic to me what she could do. A little girl who grew up around robots. She seems to have some good memories of it. See, Gab said he came out of nowhere. He did. It was great though. Unexpected was great. Queen K said, yeah, that's fair, lol. Beowulf said, speaking of showing up out of nowhere, Logan's reaction to Mara is still priceless. Beowulf, you will be happy to know that I am getting closer to that clip, to posting on TikTok. I'm not looking forward to editing it because I know I'm gonna have to use some sensor blurs, but that'll probably
TTS,
be.
my mom is so fast, fixing things in a flash. Like she's the Flash.
I know, but it's like over and over again. Yeah, like she's a Flash, you know? Because you know how Flashes are quick? A Flash is just on and off. That's how quickly she fixes things. It's like watching a Flash. If a Flash went off at the same time, she would fix it in the same amount of time that Flash takes to flash its Flash. Lighting Flash. Flash, 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 flash. Yes! And thank you for the TTS crystal. I appreciate it. But yeah, Beowulf, I mean, I guess it's all relative. It might be like a month away. I'd have to count the actual clips. But I just know I've been checking all the time codes. And it's getting close. Yeah, actually it is probably about a month. Because I think there's maybe about a dozen to 15 or so Persona 5 clips. And I post them every other day. So yeah, crap. Yeah, it'll probably take about a month. And Crystal says, laughing. 7 years ago. On a different subject, did you hear about the person holding up the Space Center? Yes, a little. And this person has even taken hostages? I guess I better spare her the news about Trucy. Well, oh, that's it? That's the whole conversation? Did you hear about that? I'm not gonna tell you anything. Okay, well, after some negotiating, we agreed to do a retrial of the case from 7 years ago. What? You're kidding me. So that means Prosecutor Blackwell might... Oh, also that means that Athena's going to be a witness, right? Because wasn't one of the flashback images of her as a little kid on the stand? Yup. I know he's innocent. I just have to prove it. So wait, did you know him back then? Oh, sorry, it's Phoenix saying that. So wait, did you know him back then? Yes, he used to come visit my mom a lot. He studied psychology under her and would sometimes ask for advice on his legal cases. He was very kind and considerate and straight as an arrow, unlike you and that Edgeworth guy. Unlike now, where he's more twisted than a basket of snakes. That's why I took the witness stand during his trial 7 years ago. Please, you have to listen. Oh, it's his little girl. Please, you have to listen to me. I'm a little girl now. Please listen to me, please. Oh. I look like I'm going to cry. I'm so tiny. And the people in my memory have smeared out faces. He didn't kill her. His heart is screaming that he didn't kill her. What a weird thing to say. I was a fool. How could anybody else know what I was talking about? She heard the voice of his heart. Pearl has no teeth. Did you see her talking? She has no teeth.
You were only 11 then, right? You were very brave just to give testimony.
Pearls is right. You did the very best you could at the time. But nothing I said did any good. I was a shaking and scared little girl, small and ineffectual. Even after I went to live with my relatives in Europe, I stayed closed up in my shell.
But you're different now.
Okay, she has a top row of teeth, sorry.
But you're different now. You're always so bright and cheerful.
Thanks. That's because one day I came to realize that I should just fake it. I should just take those emotions, put them in a little tiny bottle, put a cork in that bottle and bury it away, and problem solved. That I had to fight. I couldn't give up. Ha! I exercised hard and I studied hard. I wanted to become the strongest lawyer I could be. Oh my gosh! Okay, this has got to be it. This is the last thing we're supposed to talk about, right? I wanted to save Simon, but I had no idea how. Then I met Mr. Wright, who I'm referring to in third person for some reason, and thanks to him, I realized that if I became a lawyer, I could prove that Simon was innocent. I also realized that psychology could help me do this. I mean, you know, psychology was my mother's specialty when I studied it. I felt like she was there with me, supporting me. Okay, so this makes it seem like everything all these characters have been doing has been about this and leading to this. And yet we've done nothing to lift a finger to help Blackwell up to this moment so far. It doesn't seem like Athena knows. Knows what? That Prosecutor Blackwell, is due to be executed tomorrow. No, she knows. Like in court, they made a big deal about tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Phoenix, you're the only one stupid enough not to realize that. I wanted to prove Simon's innocence personally. I wanted to do it so bad. Even now, I want to fly out of here and go save him. Come to think of it, she said something like that during the Themis Legal Academy trial. She mentioned there was somebody she wanted to save. She must have been talking about Prosecutor Blackwell. I heard some prison guards say that you had an interview with Simon. How was he? What did he say? No, I can't tell her. But how can I lie to Athena? He was doing very well. He was happy about the possibility of being proven innocent. He was. I wonder if he smiled like he used to back then. Oh, I hope that we do get to see a sprite with him at the very end after he's been cleared. Smiling. That'll be a nice little kind of button to this story. If I can't prove Prosecutor Blackwell's innocence in this trial, I don't think Athena will ever forgive me. I just have to free him. Failure is not an option here. Well, see ya. Oh, whoa, don't punch me. I'm sorry. I have not been suspecting you. I have not been suspecting you. Oh, I thought you might be here, Mr. Lawyer. We're in trouble. Well, we are? What is it? No, I couldn't find a single open courtroom. They're all in session. Or are we going to have to go use the Themis Legal Academy courtroom or something?
Oh no, but this is an emergency.
Huh. Well, it's very difficult to interrupt a trial once it's underway. Hey, Silver Samurai music now. Let's read some more in the chat while we enjoy this little ringtone. See, Queen Katie said, we're so close, guys. Exterminator says, aw. Queen Katie said, yes, this is the last thing. Ah! Exterminator says, what color are Pearl's eyes? Gray. Let's check. Give me a chance to breathe. They look either gray, maybe they're black, but just colored like that so that you can see that there are details. Or they could be like a very dark slate blue, maybe. Anyway, my phone is from Trucy. I like how Phoenix still doesn't have a smartphone. I told you I'd give you 1 hour. I guess it's time to pick one of the hostages. No, wait, we still have a little more time. Besides, all of the courtrooms are being used right now. Make all the excuses you want, but you won't get more time. Your daughter is first. No, just use Themis Legal Academy. We already have the assets because we had the mock trial with Apollo and Clavier. The poor thing, she's a little too young to die, don't you think? No, don't you dare hurt her. There has to be something I can do. Oh, the cruelest injustice is about to befall us. Crap. You see, no teeth, no teeth. When the game is stuttering, that's okay, we're almost done. But yeah, crap, it is Fulbright. He intentionally didn't get a courtroom.
No, this can't be happening. Mystic Maya, help us.
Wait a minute. Maya? What about Maya? I read somewhere you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom. Oh! Are we gonna use the exploded courtroom? That must have really been something on the weirdest part for the course with you. Yeah, let's just do it in the exploded one. A courtroom blew up. A courtroom blew up. That's it. There is a courtroom we can use after all. Okay, time's up. Too bad. Any last words you'd like to say to her? Hold it!
Aura, please don't add to the crimes you've already committed.
So you know who I am, do you? You gave your robot matching hair. It wasn't like I was trying to keep it a secret anyway.
We're ready to start the trial.
Hey. We can hold it in the ruins of courtroom number 4!
The one blown up by the bomber. Oh, what a wonderful idea, Mr. Nick.
I never would have thought of that! Oh! An astonishing trial in an astonishing location. I guess it's only befitting. I'll go get the place ready right away. Please don't plant like a bomb there.
I didn't exactly pick the place for its astonishing factor. Well, how about it? Are you ready to have your brother's innocence proven?
My brother! Ha 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 ha! Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to mention it's not Simon you'll be defending? What? Then why bring in Edgeworth? What? Not Prosecutor Blackwell? I indict Athena Sykes on the charge of murdering her own mother. Okay, sure, why not? You know what? Then the picture of Simon Blackwell with a bloody katana isn't gonna be that big of a deal. You'll be defending the little princess there, the one behind the glass. What? See you in that mountain of rubble you've chosen for our courtroom, Mr. Wright.
What is she talking about, Athena?
Of course. Why didn't it ever occur to me before? If Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent, somebody else had to have been the true culprit. Did I kill my own mother? Okay, I do love when anime does this, when they don't draw the pupils, and it just has this like glazed over look in eyes, like they're haunted. I like it. Let's see. Exterminatus was saying, yeah, that also this ringtone was fire. Bill said Logan is Steel Samurai, not Silver Samurai. I'm sorry, Silver Samurai is an X-Men character. And I grew up on X-Men, and so sometimes I slip of the tongue. Steel Samurai, yes, you are right, Steel Samurai. It's an X-Men villain. Exterminatus says, well, to be fair, isn't the whole series like in the 2000s or something? Like smartphones probably aren't as prevalent. Go fish. I think it started, but it's like a whole lot of years have passed since the series started. They should have smartphones by now, I think. Right? Queen Katie says, say thank you to Maya, everyone. Thank you, Miss Maya. Exterminatus says, thank you, Maya. It says, okay, but like it looks so aesthetically cool to have it in the ruins, not gonna lie. We could just do it in the Themis Legal Academy, but yeah, no, this is gonna be cool. It says, give me like Danganronpa vibes. Okay, let's keep going. We're almost there. We are almost there, everybody. No! Uh-oh,
Psyche Lux!
Okay, so we'll probably have to like lock those during the trials. You'll probably have to take the stand. We'll unlock them then. No, wait, it can't be true.
Mr. Nick, what's the matter?
I see 5 black Psyche locks. I've seen these kinds of locks before. Dark, black locks protecting a secret hidden deep inside a person's heart.
And there's no way to remove them.
Okay. Ooh, spooky. Is that it? We're going to trial? Trial time. Doobie Goody, we made it! Queen Katie said, it's in the 2020s, actually. Exterminator says, yeah. It says, yeah. Black locks with a certain jerk of a man. Exterminator says, facts, no printer. Queen Katie says, we did it. We did it. We made it. Although I don't like my current theory for anything that's happening here. Oh boy. Okay, so let's continue on to the next chapter. So we load up, so we have something interesting to look at here. And Crystal says, yay!
December 20th, 3:11 p.m.
Oh, this is the first time we're going to start a trial in the afternoon.
3:11 p.m. District Court Defendant, Lobby number 5.
Do you think that we'll still have Judge Udgy doing it, or do you think that like maybe it'll be his brother, his Canadian brother again? So let me check up the raid suggestions we had. Let's see, one of them looks like there must have been a typo in the name. Ooh, someone's playing Danganronpa. Oh, it's Danganronpa 2. That's the best Danganronpa. And another person playing Danganronpa 2. And let's see. This one is now offline, and this one is doing a just chatting with a lot of VTuber cleavage on that one. Oh crap, that one is now offline too. So it looks like the person with the fewest number of viewers is one of the Danganronpa 2 ones. Let's go ahead and get that going here. And we're going to do a raid here. So for anyone who might be lurking, first of all, here's our raid message. For anyone who might be lurking, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this game, Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, and Persona 3 Reload. So tomorrow's a Monday, no stream Mondays. We'll be back here on Tuesday for Persona 3, and then Thursday we'll pick up where we're leaving off tonight with this trial in Dual Destinies. Now, tomorrow on Discord, I'm going to post the schedule like usual. So it looks like Crystal posted the link tree there. Hang on a second. There we go. Crystal posted a link tree, so you can check that out if you want. That's got an invite link to our Discord, links to my TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, all those things, all the fun places. And let's see what else are people saying. Crystal with the smile, the evil smiling. Queen Katie with the evil flat face says, "Hey Logan, the link of Alien Stage is in the videos category in Discord. I will check it out. Thank you very much. I'm a little bit worried if you are trying to corrupt me." Queen Katie said, "Oh, what?"
Hey loser.
Clam, thank you for being here. Thank you for the 10 bits. I need to talk to you for one thing. Chief Asian was saying that maybe we can play some games like on Wednesday or something like that. Also, I want to talk to you about some other stuff. I want you on the stream again for just chatting thing. Quick hit, so thank you for the fun stream. I can't wait for the next AA streams. Thank you for posting all the things. See you next time. Chris says bye bye. Bale says Donka. Donka Shang. Clam, thank you for the 10 bits. Quick hit says lol. Chris says Clam. The raid's about to start. Enjoy the raid. Bye everybody. See you Tuesday. Bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye, bye. Whew. And for those watching the VOD, good night as well.